my face. My Sorry, Squid. I don't normally. Okay, hold on. I was about to say. I was gonna say I don't normally start off my streams like that, but that's actually a lie. I normally start off my streams. I don't want to say I normally start off my streams like that, but like, it's definitely a common thing for me to do. Just to stream or just to scream. I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh god. I don't know if that's a good thing, but to me it kind of breaks the ice of the entire. I don't want to call it silence. Oh my god, I can't get up there. There you go. It kind of breaks up the whole like intro thing. Like an icebreaker? Funny thing, I almost got sued by Icebreaker, like the company. Like, okay, well, this is actually a story that like I can kind of say. Well, actually, can I talk about it? It's been a couple of years. Yeah. If you don't know, Icebreaker is a I think they're a gum company. I don't remember what they are, but they're some sort of like breath freshness kind of company, and I almost got sued by them because back then I had a DJ name called Icebreaker, and I don't want to say that I was getting popular. They sell mints. Yeah, it was either mints or bubblegum. It's one of the two. It was one of those little things, and around that time I was also doing like some I don't want to call it DJ, but it was kind of DJing a little bit, but I was making music under the name Icebreaker, and I don't want to say it caught wind or anything like that. Hey, Queen. Or no. Oh, sorry, Queen. My dyslexia really hit me that bad. Really bad. I'm sorry. My dyslexia hit me really hard. But back then, I was making music under the name Icebreakers, and because of that, I don't want to say I don't want to say that I was getting traction on making music, but my music was actually kind of getting put out there a little bit, and this is like when SoundCloud was actually, I guess I don't want to call it respected, but it was definitely an option to post things in there. But the problem was back then I didn't have the best of attitudes or best of anything of any kind. And given that I had the name Icebreakers under there, I actually got a letter in the mail from. It wasn't a lawyer, but it was I think it was an associate or something like that from Icebreakers, the Icebreaker company itself, and they said that I was infringing upon their Icebreakers trademark, and I had to change the name of it, or else they would sue for I don't know how much money they were. But that's basically what happened. And me at that time, they sent a cease and desist. Well, again, at the time when I was playing, when I was making music, the music that I made was okay, right? It was okay, but it gained some traction. It was like EDM music, if I remember correctly, and it wasn't the music that they didn't like, because I didn't have lyrics for the music, but it was more about how I kind of portrayed myself online at that time. Because around that time, I was really young, really dumb. I still am. But they didn't like they didn't like some stuff that I guess I did, which now that I think about it, I don't know what I did that kind of made them angry with me, I guess. If you were to say they are angry with me. But they just didn't really your title. No, I think it was more of just the fact that like I shared the same name as Icebreaker, the company itself. Yeah, I don't know why it was weird, but at that point I was like, I don't want a lawsuit. So did they not know that did they not know that icebreakers are a real thing? They don't own that. Yeah, they don't own the thing, but they own the name for the trademark, if I remember correctly. This is like a long time ago. This is around like 20. When was EDM popular? It was like 2014 maybe? I don't remember, honestly. It was something along the lines of 2014 or 2013. But I just remember getting that thing, or getting that mail, and my parents told me that just change the name. I'm going to be called a DJ and called Sprite. No, like that's the thing. Like they tried to sue me based off of like me calling myself under the same name as the company. I don't know why they tried to, and I was like a small kind of, how would you explain it? I was a small content creator at that point. And like, I don't understand why my actions really affected them. But if I remember correctly what my parents said, it's best not to argue with that kind of stuff, because again, it's a headache and you're better off just changing the name anyway. And so I just changed my name to something else, which I will not say because I think my profile for that stuff is still out there, and I don't want people seeing me. I don't want people to see what I look like, because around that time it was I mean, they're very outdated pictures. You could probably find it still, but it's more of the fact that I don't want people to dox me. Jesus Christ. What kind of waste of time and energy? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of what my parents told me as well. They said that it was really a waste of time, and might as well just change the name, because like, again, for one, Icebreakers wasn't really a good name to being a DJ, and so they were like, ooh. Icebreakers wasn't a really good name for a DJ anyway, because like Icebreakers, I mean, you can think of I'm pretty sure I could have thought of a better name than Icebreakers. What the heck is that? Ah! Yeah, but yeah, just a neat little small story. Just a neat little small story about me of how I almost got sued by a multi-millionaire company. Again, I don't understand the logic of, or why my actions could affect their company. I don't know what you're gonna do to a SoundCloud artist who actually no, I'm not gonna say how old I was, but I definitely wasn't the oldest of people to, you know. Hey, it's a conversation starter. Yeah, I mean, hey, not many people can say that. Not many people can say that they were getting sued by a multi-millionaire company. Oh God, where did I go? Exactly. I mean, in all honesty, I think. Okay, now that's not the first time I've actually had lawsuits. Someone threatened lawsuits against me, but those other stories are actually a little bit. I don't know about if I can talk about that. The other like legit lawsuit story, they had, okay, I don't want to say they had nothing to do with me. They definitely had something to do with me, but it was more of a, oh, Jesus, sorry, it's not that it didn't have anything to do with me, but it was more of like, that stuff is more like legit, like, I had a lot of bad, how would you call it? I'm trying to figure out how to make this PG in a way. I had a because I don't want to talk about that certain stuff, because that's weird. Well, now I have to explain it. Now I have to explain it. I guess you could say no. That'll look bad. I wasn't around the best of people at that time. There you go. You don't have to share. Yeah, I'm not gonna share it, but I'm not gonna go into detail with it. But I wasn't back then. I wasn't around the best people to be around. I was very influenced by. No, I wasn't influenced. I was more. How do I think? The people I was surrounded by were just really bad. That's really it, honestly. If the best thing I can explain, actually, that's not even a good explanation either. Huh? Following the crowd. I mean that stuff I can actually talk about, because that stuff. I'll be honest. Like, I did hang with really bad people, but in general, I didn't do anything bad myself, so I can talk about that. I mean, well, actually, there's some stuff that I can't talk about, but that's the things that I say that I can't talk about. That's more of like. It's more of like I'm not really proud of it, honestly. So that's really all it is. Like I know with my I know with back then, because I'm a totally different person now. Back then, I wasn't the best person, and I did follow the wrong crowd. But in all honesty, it was just the place that I grew up in. I've had at least one wacky experience with the law. Died. Also, I need to figure out where I'm supposed to go. There's something there. Wait, how do I get there? Wait, you had one wacky. Like, are you talking about like legal action, or was it something else? Because when it comes to legal action, I can think of a few things, honestly, but nothing. The ones that I had was basically just depressing. Oh, that's where it is. I have to testify undiagnosed. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, things like that. I did have experiences. I don't want to say it's not similar, not in that way, but it was definitely false accusations put up against me that were proven wrong in courts, because first of all, why would I ever lie about something super serious? But again, that's the problem with following the wrong crowd. Ah! Again, I mean, I have a lot of yeah. I have a lot of stories that I could tell when it comes to stuff like that. I don't mind sharing them, but the problem is I don't know if people would enjoy listening to that kind of stuff, in all honesty. Because back then, like, it was really dumb back then, and I didn't do anything, so I didn't do anything wrong. I was like 10 or under or something. I could tell you something that I was I don't know if I told this story before. I've definitely told it to a few people. Like, in all honesty, the things that I've done as this, the things that I've done back then as a kid, it was very I was just dumb, I'll be honest. Oh god, hold on. I need to memorize this path. Oh Jesus. Where am I going? Oh god. I don't even remember. I don't remember where I'm going. I think oh, I'm supposed to follow this dude. Wait, hold on. No, get back here. No, I can catch up to him. Okay, I don't think I can catch up to him. Okay, I didn't catch up to him. No, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, things. When it comes to legal problems, in all honesty, nothing bad ever happened to me. Besides, again, all the things are more just depressing. In all honesty. Uh-oh. No, Ori, what the? Ori! Okay, we're restarting that. Hold on, I need to see if I can get this. I could tell you kind of some funny. You know, I could tell you a funny matter of why I got in trouble with the law. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Alright, I could tell. Hold on, I could tell you in a second. This thing is actually kind of hard. Hold on. I need to beat my. Not beat myself. I need to beat my clone. What the? Oh, come on. No, I'm not beating. This is a lot more harder, okay? Oh, thank God. Oh, come on. Oh, what? Oh, this is a lot harder than the last ones that I did. Also, one thing I can't tell stories while I'm doing this, but I can give kind of updates of what I'm gonna be doing. Oh god, that was terrible. Oh, what the? Ori, why don't you do the thing? I can give kind of updates. I don't know how long I'm gonna be I said this last time, I know. That I said I wasn't gonna be streaming for a while, or not streaming for a while. I wasn't gonna be streaming that long. Hold on, wait. I wanna make sure I get this right. What the, Ori? I said I know I normally say that a lot, but I am kind of busy today. Only an hour, 2.5 hours. Listen, I know I said that last time. Oh my god, please. This thing's killing me. I gotta keep an eye on the time. I don't mind streaming a little bit longer than what I said I'm gonna be designated, but this time I actually can't wait that long. Oh, there we go. That's good. Oh god, I don't know where to go though. Okay, no, I think I got this. Mine! I don't mind streaming a lot longer than what I normally would do, but in all honesty, I think today I cannot, you know, I cannot, I can't hold off that much today, because I'm kind of, I don't really know how to explain it, but I am gonna be a little bit busy. At least busy, not in like a way that I'm not gonna be able to do nothing, but more of I need to take care of some stuff for work. Just enjoy the time that you have. Yeah, I know. Because right now, and actually that's another reason why I didn't stream yesterday, is because yesterday I didn't stream because I had oh, I can just go over here. I didn't stream yesterday because I actually, I couldn't. I really just couldn't. In all honesty, which is kind of sad because I wanted to stream a little bit more, but I didn't have the time to do it right now. And even now, today, I actually don't have that much time to stream, but I thought that I should at least stream a little something. Yeah, I should stream a little bit of something. What? What did I just hit? Because again, the last thing that I want to do is kind of like, I don't want to vanish from like everything. Because yesterday was bad enough, but I really had to. Oh god, I forgot. I can't do it like that. But yesterday was bad enough that I kind of skipped, but like I really don't want. I don't want to make it a habit of skipping streams, because I know for a matter of fact, at least for me, whenever you start something and you kind of just like have a continuation of it and you start stopping, you eventually stop like getting out of that repetition, I guess. And I don't want to do that with streaming, because I mean I'm trying to get affiliated. even though Twitch right now isn't doing that great since that new, it's not an update, I don't know what you would call it, the new terms and services kind of got out with the 50 whatever. But in all honesty, I don't think I would even, it wouldn't change me anyway. Well, actually maybe it would, I don't know, it depends. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Okay, well, but anyway, back. I don't know what I was gonna say after this. In all honesty, wait, how much time? Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to stream for maybe an hour, because I hate not only streaming for an hour at a time, because I really want to be able to stream a lot more. I want to be able to stream a lot more. But I've kind of said this like to some of my, I guess you could say some of my friends beforehand, that some days I cannot, okay, I need to go over there actually. It's some days I cannot actually like talk to them, which is kind of sad. But like, that's just how it is, in all honesty. I want to be able to talk to everyone, but you know, sometimes. Where did I just go? Sorry, wait, I'm getting confused. Okay, we're gonna go up here actually. Mine. But anyway, that's enough. That's enough. Oh god, did my contact do that thing again? I think that's enough talking about the thing with Twitch, because I've definitely noticed that. Wait, how do I do it? Oh god, my controller's vibrating so hard. Because I know, okay, for example, I know I've talked a lot about Twitch stuff. I know I talked a lot about Twitch stuff very recently, but I mean, I don't really find that stuff interesting. More stressful, if anything. Also, where is that thing? Over here? Oh. Where is it? Oh my god, I'm getting hungry again. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not gonna be like fully available until like maybe after Tuesday. I think after Tuesday it'll be pretty good. Oh, there's something up there. Did you just? It just killed itself. Oh wait, no, I can go up here. We're fine. Mine. I just realized I can't do that. Like, there's something there. Okay, we're fine. I don't know, but that's kind of my dilemma right now. Is it's more of like, did I die? Oh no. Yeah, that's kind of my dilemma right now. Is that I don't have Wait. Where's that rocket supposed to go? Is that supposed to go somewhere? Am I supposed to be here? I'm having this problem with both Hollow Knight and Ori. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. There's something up here. We'll go here. And before anyone says just follow the objectives, those objectives all of the objectives is find something within the world in order to complete it, and I don't know where it is, and I don't want to Google it. Oh wait, what? What's up here? Can I get up there? No, I can't. Path. I don't know where. Ah, that thing. Oh man, how am I supposed to get up there? Wait, hold on. There's a way to... Unless it's gonna kill me. Hold on, wait. Is it gonna kill me? Okay, yeah, that thing's gonna kill me. Okay. Yeah, that thing definitely killed me. Oh, jeez, how am I supposed to get up? How do I... Is there a way to... No. Do I have to get rid of something? I need to make emotes for the Twitch. Jesus. Also, is it just me, or are you guys also getting I don't know what's going on, but I've been getting a lot of friend requests based off of like people who know me in like another... Well, actually, no, they don't know me. I've been getting a lot of like friend requests from people in mutual servers, and they're all asking me like some sort of commissions, like, hey, do you want, like, I don't know how to really explain it, because literally earlier I thought that was only you. Yeah, I've been getting that a lot. I don't know why. And there's this one person that just texted me. Yeah, on Discord. Yeah. Just today. I'm not gonna say who they are, but just today, someone that was mutual. Someone that was a mutual on a server that I don't want to say I don't frequent in, but I definitely do kind of pop my head in. I love the content creator there, but I just don't have time to look at all of their stuff. They texted me today. Actually, I can read the message. Hold on. I don't know. The one that came up today, because I've had multiple ones, right? And they're... Get out of here. I had I had multiple ones text me, right? And a lot of them, I don't want to say that they're, you know, they were bad. I mean, obviously they keep like friending me and then like immediately like text me back or something, right? But we would have a conversation and it would kind of lead into it. But today, one of them was kind of rude, honestly. I haven't gotten any lately today because I said no to the first one and got ignored the second one. So maybe they're all on the same server and are just planning a raid or something. Maybe. Because for me, I had one today who was kind of rude in a way. Because again, when we're texting, when someone goes into my DMs, at least who have no idea, I'd expect to kind of like at least. Did you just die? I would kind of expect something kind of fun, but not really. I don't know. When it comes to me, I obviously don't take DMs. So they send a friend request and ask for a commission. No, they ask me if I want to commission them for art or something. Anything Twitch related, maybe. It's a completely different story. Like if they DM me, right, and they'd be like, "Hey, can I get a commission for like your art or something?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, sure. I'll draw whatever you want me to do." Sometimes I'll even offer them some free stuff. But lately, I've been getting a lot of DMs, or not DMs. They'll send a friend request, and I'd look at it, and then I would like accept it because it's like, well, let's see what they want or something, right? And a lot of the times, I'll accept the friend request, like knowing that it could potentially be a scammer. Because when it comes to scammers, at least, it's really fun to. It's really fun to annoy them. Like for example, there's this. I think I still have the screenshot, but there's one scammer who DM or sent a friend request, and then I accepted it, and they DM'd me, and they said, "Can I have a minute of your time?" And then I went on my phone, And I opened up the stopwatch, put on 1 minute, screenshotted it, and sent it back to them. And I said, "You got a minute," and they immediately blocked me. But I've been getting. I'm fully expecting something like that to happen. But I was kind to the first one. I told them first that I was confused because they DM'd me from a shared server. I never talk in, and then they asked me for commission stuff, and you politely said no. See, for me, it's a little different. It's the first one that DM'd me, right? I'm actually kind of interested because, first of all, like this is about like maybe 2 weeks ago, where I was actually kind of interested in their work because they actually do legit stuff, right? And you know, I get it. Like getting commissions is not easy. Like as someone who does commissions themselves, I get it. Like it's really difficult to have people ask you to do some commissions because first of all, it's like there's a lot more options there. So if your prices are too high, then they're gonna find someone else. But also you want to make money because the work that you do is not reflected off of your own work. I mean, it's a whole lot of things that you take into consideration, and in the end, you kind of just lowball yourself because no one wants to commission you. I had the same with someone wanting to RP stuff. Really? I don't get anyone wanting to RP with me anymore, which is kind of sad. I don't mind it. I actually like it when people DM me and stuff like that. It's actually fun. It's actually fun when people wanna. Okay. It's actually fun when people want to like kind of talk to me or something, because they can text me for whatever, for all I care, and they can. Oh, I'm supposed to shoot something in there. Oh my god. He died. Okay. Yeah, what is it called? Yeah, I get it that, but I don't have any money to use on commissions. And I told the first guy that I was making my own stuff, even though it might look bad. Yeah, see, I don't mind. I get that it's hard to take up commissions, right? Because in the end, there's a lot of competition, and then you end up just lowballing yourself because no one else. Oh, you end up lowballing yourself because a lot of other people can offer better, I guess this is in my mind, right? They'll offer better quality goods compared to what you can offer, if that makes sense. Like for example, like I opened up dollar commissions, which is insane, but like for me, I'm not doing it to make money. I'm doing it to improve I'm doing it to improve my style, so that maybe one day I could charge for like $15 a commission. But like, it's kind of like competition like that. I mean, that's a very extreme example of content, right? Of selling something. But if you're willing to spend like $15, let's just say $15 on a commission, and the art that you originally wanted looks really nice, but you find another artist who offers, I don't want to say like better art, but like they offer a much more detailed thing to your liking for the same price, you commission the other person. And this is like if you don't know any of them. Like I get it, but for the first person, going back to the topic of like the people who are DMing me and then asking for me to commission to them, I get that. It's difficult to be a freelance artist of any kind. But the one that I had to talk to today was kind of rude. Also, my art's okay. I'm practicing. That's the thing. But literally today, I had one person DM me. And when I get DMs, I actually like it when people DM me, because like sometimes I'll take it seriously, other times I won't take it seriously. But in all honesty, like if you DM me, unless it's a serious topic, it's all in good fun. And I tried doing that with this person, like, cause they sent me a few that you've seen. Oh, thank you. Again, I'm trying to improve. Oh, I can't look at my DMs yet. I'm sorry. At least when I'm streaming. But what's it called? This person DM'd me, right? And it's like the standard, like they sent the I think the Discord name is Clyde, the little waving thing when you start a conversation. And I immediately started off the conversation with screaming, and then sent a video of a cat that says "violent outburst," and I said "why hello," and then sent another cat emoji. And of course they immediately were like, haha, lol, right? I mean, that's fine. But immediately they followed up with, do you stream? And I said yes. And they immediately was like, do you need any graphic stuff for your stream? And I said, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at someone right now for you know, for things like that. And they immediately went like, what's it called? They immediately was like, well, I do stuff for, like, you know, I do stuff for the kind of selling me their pitch, right? Saying that, well, I do stuff for Twitch. I make emotes, overlays, and, you know, things kind of like that. And I'm like, okay, but I just said I'm looking at someone else right now. But they kept going on about them sending their stuff. And what is it? And they kept going on about seeing some of their stuff. And what did I say? Where the hell is it? So I keep looking at it. I didn't respond to them in a while, right? They said, I asked them a general question. I said, do you do emotes or something? I'm not sure, because at that point I actually wasn't sure what they offer, because I checked their profile, right? I checked their Twitter profile, I checked their art profile to see if I could find anything, like any kind of reference pictures or any works that they did. Is you didn't ask, so end of convo. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's what I'm saying, because a lot of the times with these people is like, if I say that, at least I don't know. This person kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because after I asked the questions, they said, yeah, I can make emotes. Which type of emotes do you want, static or animated, right? And at that time I got busy, so I started doing whatever I wanted to, and then I given me, I did the whole capital A, like, kind of stuff, and said, sorry, I had to scream, because I didn't respond to this person for about 30 minutes or something. And in my mind, if I don't respond to someone past 30, like, if I don't respond to someone, like, as soon as I could, I kind of feel bad, so I have to say something. I have this thing where I have to say something in order to give them a response, and it doesn't matter what it is. But I said right, and then I said, sorry, I had to scream, and they immediately followed up with, are you serious about the emotes or not? Which I guess in a way, I don't know, I might be looking too into it. How do I attack? Hold on. Oh, I guess I can't attack yet. I guess I might be looking too deep into it, but in all honesty, that kind of made me a little like, really? Come on, like, it's jokes, man. Where is the? Oh, there it is. But that's kind of what it got to me, and I don't know. I don't know if that counted as being rude, but like, to me, if you're gonna go to my DMs, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I might be looking too deep into it, but when it comes to people in general, like, come on, like, You came into my DM. I know you don't know me, but do you expect me to... do you expect me to be... to not have a laugh or something? Because I've met a lot of people who do... I met a lot of people who do, like, no, not VTubing in general, but streaming and stuff like that. And I know a lot of them like to get a kick out of people. But, like, there's some people who kind of, like, just get annoyed based off of it. But, like, come on, if you're gonna pitch a thing for me to get you to commission, at least, like, do the salesman thing and at least fake liking my jokes. I'd prefer that rather than them immediately being like, so are you gonna buy it or not? kind of thing. It sounds like they don't know anything about neurodivergent. Yeah, I don't think they do. I'm not gonna say anything too bad about them. Again, it's really hard to figure out someone's tone based off of text messages when you can't really see what they actually can say. It says I can go here. Oh no, it doesn't. It's really difficult to see what people can say based off of, you know, that kind of content. Tone tags. Buy my stuff. No, see, in all honesty, I would have bought something from them if their commissions were actually kind of cheap. They have only learned one thing, though, drawing. It's not surprising they know nothing about selling your stuff. Yeah, see, the thing is, okay, I don't want to say I'm kind of a sucker for when people kind of ask me for that stuff. Like, obviously I'll do my research, right? I'll obviously do research to see if they're like a legit, actual... Oh god. I'll actually do my research to see if they're like a legit kind of thing. But... Hold on, can I... But I am kind of... I don't have anything to add that, sorry. I really like this ability. But, oh damn, what was I saying? I'm kind of a sucker for people who are oh, no, I don't want to say sucker. I have a soft spot for people who are kind of starting out new, and like, if it doesn't cost that much, I will buy it, because, you know, coming from someone who actually doesn't get a lot of commissions as well, it feels nice being able to sell something and be like, or at least having some sort of work kind of, you know, given. Or I don't know. I'm kind of a sucker for when it comes to that stuff, because I kind of understand, like, I kind of understand that it's difficult doing this kind of stuff, but at the same time, like, I already forgot what I'm trying to argue here. I already forgot what I'm arguing about. Oh yeah. It's not that I'm gonna argue about it. It's more of like, oh Jesus, can I please get a break? It's not that, I don't know. I'll send some money if they want something, but obviously it can't be a scam. I have to get something in return. But if you're trying to sell me something, like, come on. Wait. That's it? Oh. Ah. Wait! Get back! I can't get out! Oh, there we go. I don't know. I'm one of those people who, like, I'll buy a commission because I understand that it's difficult. I don't really know how else to really explain. What the heck? How am I supposed to get down there? Oh, I probably went the wrong way. I don't know. That was kind of my experience for today. Because again, I don't get many. Sony was the first person you ever commissioned. Oh yeah, Sony is very nice. If I remember correctly, the first time I ever commissioned her, she was very. When I first commissioned her, brain no work. I didn't hear most. That's all right. I didn't get it right. Sunny was the first and only person I commissioned. Yeah, I commissioned Sunny. I remember the first time I ever commissioned her. This was back in 2018 or 2017. I don't remember what it was, but a funny story with me and Sunny is we actually kind of no, I don't know how to explain it. Oh my god, I keep forgetting that's there. I'll just explain the first. Oh my god, I keep forgetting it's there. The first time I ever commissioned them, I remember like I didn't actually want to commission them at first. I didn't want to commission them at first, but I saw their art on Instagram, and I immediately was like, "Oh my god, please." No, not that. I didn't mean that. But I immediately was like, "How the heck do I get that?" Okay, this is coming out way out of context now. When I first saw her art, I wanted to compliment her art because she drew something that I actually liked, and it was I think it was Nico from One Shot. It's that one indie game, and I really liked it. So I wanted to how do I figure this out? Nico. Yeah, wait, do you know who Nico is? Nico from One Shot. Sharing DMs after plea. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my health. Yeah. Oh my god, I love Nico. It's hacking. I know Nico's so good. I love Nico so much. But when I first saw Sunny and stuff like that, I wanted to I just wanted to say hi or whatever. Like, not hi, but I liked her art that she drew of Nico. And from there, I just kind of started talking with her, and had a lot of common interests and stuff. And we talked more and more about it. And then I realized that she actually does commissions and stuff like that. Isn't One Shot popular? I never played it. I ignored it because it didn't interest me. But I knew a few that loved the game. I don't want to say it's popular, but the people who play it, there is a great fandom for it because a lot of people absolutely love it, and I don't blame them because I'm one of those people. But I kind of stopped going through that whole thing because I already played the entire game, so I don't really need to. I don't know. The fandom right now is kind of, I don't want to say they're dead, but it's a small fandom, I'll be honest. It's a great game, but I don't know if it's worth playing more than once. I don't know if it's worth playing more than once. It's dormant. Yeah, actually, someone explained it to me when I first played the game, or before I played the game. And they told me it was a hidden gem, and it honestly is kind of a hidden gem. If you like story kind of things and crying, then play it. I don't know how much to really explain when it comes to that to One Shot. It's more it's an experience to play. I like it, but a lot of games that I play are kind of like that. For example, I think there's a free game on Steam called there's a free, I think it's called Scene. Wait, it's my background for Steam, and it has a cat in it. Hold on, let me see if I know what it is. Community. I'm going on my Steam real quick. How do I check what my library is? It's not a horror game. It's an abstract experimental game. I don't know how to really explain it. The controls in it are god awful, I'll be honest. But I do like the concepts of the yeah, oh yeah, it is called Scene. I do like the concept of the at least the story that it tells. I'm kind of a sucker for when it comes to story related kind of things as well. It's way too dystopian, yeah, and lonely for me. Yeah, that's why I like Scene. It's very if you guys don't know what Scene is, if you don't mind if I talk about Scene, it's very abstract game. I'm pretty sure it was for like an art project. It has to be for someone's art project. But it basically follows a little kid in a dystopian world. I don't know exactly the plot, but it makes you feel. I sound like an IGN reporter now. I don't know, it made me feel something when I played it because it was very emotional in a way. Because as a little kid, you definitely, I don't want to say you're emotional, but you definitely are susceptible to a lot of bad things that adults can put on children. And that was one of the things for that was good on Scene, because a lot of, I'm not talking about like child abuse or something like that, right? But it was more of like the minimalist things on how lonely a child can be and how adults in general can, how not just adults but how dark the world can be for a kid. I don't know, it's a great experience. And the one shot, going back to that thing, one shot is you'll scare the fish. Oh damn it, I don't have a net. That's kind of the thing that one shot is. Also, if you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next. I don't know where to go. That's the problem with this game. I've had the same problem with Hollow Knight. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Do you ever know what you're doing? No. I don't. I don't know what I'm doing. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, whatever. We're just gonna... I'm supposed to go up there? I don't know. Path. But there is no path. It's a Metroidvania game. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. We'll just go see the Elder. But One Shot is one of those games. It's a highly polished, story-based experience if you are into that kind of stuff. Is the concept of One Shot original? The idea of the world is... Oh, actually, no. A lot of it is pretty original, though. But then again, you're not... a lot of the game is very original, actually, for reasons you can't explain. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like, One Shot, it is... Yeah, you cannot say it. Yeah, don't say it. It really is original because it's good. You prefer linear games where I can go off the path if I want to explore, but there's a clear goal to follow. I get confused when I have to walk around everywhere to figure out what to do. Is One Shot like that? I don't think it's like that, because One Shot, it's a very short game, and I think it's not that expensive either. It's not really that expensive. Games like that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of open world games when you can explore stuff. I'm thinking of Ori right now. Yeah, that's the problem that I'm having right now. Because I don't know where to go. Undertale. It became a special interest for a while, and Nico will always have a place in my heart. Same. I'll be honest, I cried. I cried. I almost cried in Ori too. I almost cried in Ori, but that's because it's not a spoiler. But one of these monkey people, yeah, these things right here, their family died or something like that. It wasn't that long ago. It's not spoilers, by the way, because it happens very early in the game. I like Skyrim and Fallout fits my description. I can do whatever I want, but there is a set path for me. I like those games. Actually, I don't like the recent Fallout games. I like Fallout New Vegas, of course. I mean, everyone does. Undertale, though, I had a conversation with someone today about Undertale on why don't I like Undertale, but why do I like Deltarune? And I'm trying to figure out the reason why. And if someone can help me with that, why don't I enjoy Undertale, but I absolutely love Deltarune? That hurt me a lot too. I have way too much trauma not to be. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. When I play certain games, it's more for the experience. And I know Ori is gonna. I don't know if Ori's gonna give me an experience. It's gonna make me feel something. I know, because I know what happens at the end of this game. Because I mean, it's kind of obvious what happens at the end of this game. It's not obvious on where I'm supposed to go, though. I mean, am I supposed to go here? Do you know the full story of that family? Are you talking about the ones in Ori? Also, you're one of the weird ones. I like Fallout 76. I've never played Fallout 76. Wait, do I have to talk to you? I think I have to talk to talk. Do you know the full story of that family? Oh, sorry, I just reread that. Wait, what am I supposed to do? The monkey family? I can explain okay, so I can explain a little bit about Ori. So, at least the second game, because the second game, you're on the look for your owl friend from the first game that you get to save. And, I mean, that in general, that's not a spoiler. Don't worry, I'll make sure to keep it spoiler-free. But the monkey, I call him monkey, that's definitely not what they're called. But, on your quest to finding your friend, you go into this forest that's kind of dystopian in a way, but there's this decay that's turning everyone into statues, and you save the monkey, kind of. You don't really save him, you kind of lead him to like this camp. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it because it's actually kind of sad. This is the area. So you meet the monkey in this. Where's the camp? You meet the monkey here, and this is basically like the hub world. Not the hub world. It's the city that everyone goes to. And when you talk to the elder, you bring him material to build like houses and stuff like that. And there's a certain part in the game where you'll build a house, and I think it's this house right here. Yeah, it's this house. You built this house for him, right? And he says, "Oh, that's great. Can you go tell my family that we finally have a house to live in?" Because he's going out trying to find a place to live. And since we helped him build a house for him and his family, he wants to where is it? He wants to tell his family to come because there's a house for everyone to live in, and for them to be safe from the decay. And I'm gonna show you what the decay is. And it's very depressing because the decay is this area. If I can even find anything. Decay, where is it? Oh, that's not it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's these little monkeys right here that if you stay in this area for too long, you become stone. And him and his family were trying to flee, but the dude ended up leaving because he went to go, again, it was dangerous, so he went to go find a place that's safe. But now that he found a place that's safe, where is it? Where's the house? Where's the house? Give me a second. I gotta find the house. Oh my God! You already know. You already know the way. Yeah. Don't. Sorry. I'll keep up with the chat in a second. Is it this way? I don't remember where it is. Yeah, but you end up helping them. But when you go tell them that the home is, you know, you. Where is it? Where's the house? Is this the house? Yeah. This is the house. Okay. Yeah, you go tell him. Oh yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, he comes back to his family and yeah, you go to his family and he turns to stone with them. It's very depressing. I'm not really a good storyteller when it comes to that stuff, and this is me trying to summarize it because there's a lot more to the story. I just don't want to spend too much time. Break. No. Yeah, this is the part of the story that I don't want to say I almost cried, but I felt really bad because the one who the dude right on the top right here, the dude who's standing the tallest wasn't here when you come to this place for the first time. But after you say that, after you tell him that his family got turned to stone, he says he has to go somewhere, and he returns back home, and yeah, he says he has to go when you tell him, and immediately after he said that, I said, "Oh no, don't do it," and I came back here and immediately saw that the tall one was not here before, and it made me so depressed. It's a small side story that happens, and that's just one of the very sad stories of Ori. But things like going back to the thing, going things with like Nico one shot or something like that. It's definitely sad, but I don't think it's linear. All right, I'll see you later, Cole. But okay. Now I gotta take a back pedal to yeah. Go take a break. It's all right. Go take a break. But going backpedaling to Fallout, the Fallout series. Let's see, Fallout 76 is pretty bad, but I missed the Fallout World experience, so I enjoyed playing it. See, the thing is, I have Fallout 4 downloaded, right? I have Fallout 4 downloaded, and you missed Skyrim? I have not played Skyrim. I was debating on playing Skyrim, honestly. Because Skyrim was on sale very recently for about, I think it was like $5. See, that's the thing. Skyrim was on sale for about $5 not too long ago, and I wanted to. I was debating on buying it, but the problem is that me and Sunny, we kind of went on a. Goats? Wait, when did Goat come here? You're replying to Goats? Oh, hey, Goat! Oh my god, sorry. Okay, one thing you should know is that I'm blind, and so I saw, I didn't realize that you were, I thought you were, David for a second, because it's like the same color on my screen. You want me to play Skyrim on stream? I can. You want me to? If you want me to, I can play Skyrim. Because the thing is, I'm trying to find, I had this discussion last time, I was trying to find a game to play on stream. Uh-oh, that's really bad. I was trying to find a game to play on stream, and I did think about Skyrim because what's it called? First of all, it was on sale. Second, it's I mean, it's Skyrim. I mean, it looks fun. And also, I have a blind experience to Skyrim. I've actually, believe it or not, I have never once touched Skyrim, or have I watched any videos regarding Skyrim in general. I've seen Oblivion clips, but I've never seen Skyrim stuff. So, I don't know what that says about... Oh, Jesus. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Skyrim is so good. Yeah, I've been trying to find content to kind of play. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm trying to get up there. Hold on. Oh, dang. Would you guys be interested if I played Skyrim? I am looking for a new game to play. As much as I love playing Ori and Hollow Knight, I'm only playing this. I'm playing Ori because I love Ori, but you would enjoy play. Okay, then hold on. How much is what is it called? They added more content to Skyrim, so why not? Oh God, you guys are gonna make fun of me for playing Skyrim. I immediately, I know exactly what's gonna happen. Let me see, Skyrim. How much is Skyrim? Or I can load up Apex Legends. Thank you. Thank you, Steam. Can it stop loading Apex Legends? Elder Scrolls, that's what it's called. Alright, I should have bought you know, it's fine. I was gonna say I should have bought it when it's on sale, because it was on sale for $5. Yeah, no, the special edition. Yeah, it was on sale for $5. It was 90% off. It was 90% off very recently. But the reason why I didn't buy it at the time is that me and Sunny had a not so good spending spree at the time. Oh, Jesus. What's the price now? It's $40 right now. If you want me to play Skyrim, I have to wait till next week, because that's when I get paid. I mean, I have money to actually I have money to buy it now. Oh, please. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of expensive, but I mean, I'll buy it. I don't care. I just have to wait till next payroll. So we'll probably be streaming Skyrim next week. Ah, I can't get it. Please. Oh God, that was really bad. Still cheaper than the Switch edition? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Switch. It's probably like $70, isn't it? Oh, what the hell? Wait, why can't I? Okay, hold on. I'm having problems with this real quick. I don't know what... No, give me that. Oh, nope. I'm supposed to go up there, and I'm trying to figure out how to get up there. You should get Valheim too. Valheim or Valheim? It might be Valheim. Hold on, Valheim. Someone mentioned to me, they're not here right now. But I had someone on stream tell me that I should dip my toes into horror games. Get the KFC dating simulator. I will. I was debating on streaming Crush Crush. Open world survival. I'm taking a look at it right now. Oh my God! Actually, this looks really nice. What the heck? Wait, I think it was you that what do you mean not Crush Crush? Listen, I have a couple of hours in Crush Crush. What's Crush? Uh-oh. How do I explain it to you? It reminds me of Candy. Yes, it's Candy Crush. There we go. That's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, that's not what I'm supposed to do. You have more than me? Aw, crying. But I was debating on streaming Crush Crush, like not too long ago. But like stream Crush Crush, but kind of put it as just chatting. Oh Jesus! Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Ah! Okay, there we go. Now I can speak. Also, is it me? I don't know. Let me know if the audio for the game is. Oh my God! Play Crush Crush. See, the thing is, I was debating on playing Crush Crush, but rather than implementing it as like, because Twitch has categories, right? And then it has Twitch tags. And rather than putting the category as Crush Crush, because you're supposed to put it by game, I can put it as just chatting. well, I've complained the whole game on mobile and used years doing it without money. When I finally decided to use money, I finished the game so fast. Then later, I got the 18 DLC on stream. Why? You know, on Crush, there's the same. They have the same glitch on Hush Hush, which is another version of Crush Crush. But it's a glitch where you can have unlimited. I've not played Hush. The fact that you know the Hush Hush. Well, if you know Crush Crush, then it may. Okay, see, I'm supposed to go here, but I don't know where I don't know why. But yeah, there's a glitch, or actually no, it's not a glitch. It's a hack that you can put on, and it was never patched, and it works on Hush Hush too. That you can get unlimited. You can get unlimited. I think it was gems or something like that. To progress in the game, because in all honesty, I really dislike having the whole system where I have to restart everything. I just can't. Also, what the heck is this? What is that? I know wait, there's an opening. The guys that made Crush Crush released a story game. Yeah, it's called Blush Blush. Why do I know these? Why do I know this so well? I don't feel right for knowing all this. Uh-oh. Get over here. Okay. Come up here, please. Ah! That's the other game. Yeah, I was actually debating on okay, you know what? I don't know if I should really even explain it. I don't know if I should talk about it, but I was debating on getting Blush Blush, because I think it actually just released the game. I think the beta released very recently. I don't mind playing dating games if anyone... but this is the problem. If I play dating games, I'm not really gonna... Ah! I think I figured out where I'm supposed to go next. Did you play the games already? I played Crush Crush. Okay, I'm not telling you which ones I played. Hello! Oh, hey, get over here. Ah! There you go. Oh, another one. Ah! Hit me. Hit me. Ah! Hold on. No, hit me. Wait, hold on. I gotta do it cool. Are you still alive? He is still alive. Damn. Wait, okay, I gotta see the chat real quick. Have you played the Pigeon Dating Sim? Actually, I did. There's a game that's gonna be released pretty soon, and it's called Yakuza Cats, and it looks like a dating sim where you get to it's either a dating sim or a novel. Was it? I forgot what they're called, where you get to talk to a bunch of Yakuza cats, and I think you can date them. Valheim is a pretty game, and it would work great with collabs. Really? I had lots of fun playing it with my friend. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's called Yakuza Kitties or something like that. Yakuza Kitties or Yakuza Cats? It's not out yet. I didn't know that Valheim was what is it called? I didn't know that Valheim was what is it? Co-opable. There we go. Cause yeah, multiplayer. Thank you. Cause actually, very recently, I've been talking with Ari, and I've been wanting to see if what games she can, what games that she wants to play with, or play with, what kind of games we want to do a collaboration on. And she's telling me that she doesn't want me to buy games, but the problem is I need to buy games. Just, I was debating on doing a dancing stream. Because I can dance. Uh-oh. Okay, now we're getting into some... Mine. What is it called? Oh, I don't want to date kitties. Again, I don't know if it's a dating game or if it was just a novel-esque type game. I don't know what it would be, honestly. I just remember seeing it and I was like, I kind of want to play it because I just finished playing Yakuza. Which game is it? Yakuza 0. Which I kind of wish I played on stream, but this was way before I streamed, so crying. But coming to the dancing thing, I actually wanted to do a dancing stream, but the problem is I don't want to have my face kind of broadcasted right now, because and I was actually telling one of my friends this, like, why do you, like, they were basically saying, like, why do you wear gloves and stuff on stream? And the obvious reason is, a lot of people judge you based off of, a lot of people judge you based off of anything, especially whatever kind of skin color you have. And also I told her that there was also a lot of times where I would at least on Instagram, I posted a lot of drawings, like video drawings of me like doing something. And the funny thing is I get a lot of DMs or people commenting on how I don't know if I should really say it. I get a lot of people commenting that I have nice looking hands. But that was only on Instagram. Like, I would get a lot of people texting me like, I like your hands or something like that. And then they would say something like, they would be like, and this is actually the first, I'm actually gonna talk about this because it's hands, right? I don't think Twitch is gonna care if I talk about it. But what's the wiki feed for it? No, literally, because I had, if I remember correctly, the most I ever had was three, at a time, was 3 different people saying that they liked my hands. And I remember the first time it actually ever happened was someone, I don't remember their name or how long ago it was. Actually, no, I do know how long ago it was. About a year ago. And I was on vacation and I was drawing some stuff. This is around the time where I was doing the 100-day drawing challenge, where I would draw in order to actually become an artist. Because at the time I didn't know how to draw. I drew 100. I drew 1 picture a day for 100 days straight, and that's how I learned how to draw. Why do they like your? I don't know. But around like day 80 or something like that, rather than posting like finished products, I was drawing. I like had like the phone like on the stand, and I had like a little time lapse of drawing like I don't remember which drawing it was. It might be on my Instagram still, but I was drawing some sort of character, and I kept doing that because I kind of liked the little time lapses of me drawing. Because rather than digital art, I did traditional art, and it wasn't like sketchbook. It was like I drew with like a quilt, like a feather. I drew with a feather, so it was actually kind of interesting seeing me like dip the pen in the ink, like how they did in like the 1800s, and then draw with that. And it was very interesting. But a lot of people would comment, they would like say like, I like your hands. And one time someone DM'd me actually, and saying that they were around the same thing. They were like, I like your hands and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, thank you, I guess. And it was kind of weird because in high school, at least, I had a lot of people make fun of my hands because my hands in general were they said I had like witch fingers because I had actually no, not witch fingers. I have not just witch fingers, but princess hands, where I have really long and thin fingers. And it's kind of a problem for me because, first of all, when it gets cold or I'm touching something cold, it actually really hurts my hands. Like it like I'm literally like hurting on how cold my hands would get, on to the point of maybe hyperthermia for my hands. I don't know what they're called. And it was kind of weird having people say that they like my hands. I mean, I didn't take offense to it, but it's where it now. This is where the first time someone like texted me, they were like, "Oh, can I see a picture of your hands?" That's so weird. Ew. No, yeah, no, like, and the funny thing is, it was females that were asking. I don't know why. It was females asking this, and they were like, can you send me a picture of your hands?" And I was like, okay. So people keep tagging you in the Chibi server because they want you to stab the new. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll be right there. But yeah, the thing is, I kept wait, hold on, give me a second. I need to stab the new person. Who is it? Who is it? David, who is the new person? Is it Ozzy? Because I already stabbed them. Was streaming. Wait, I'll get right back to the story. I need to send the screaming cat picture. But yeah, they were asking me for like a picture of my hands, and I was like, okay, I'll send the picture of I'll send a picture, and I sent them a picture of my hands, right? And then oh my god. Oh no, everyone's coming in now. Did you send it? Yeah, I sent. Well, okay. At the time, I didn't realize that people, and I'll wait to the punchline, right? But at the time, like, she asked me for like pictures of my hands, and I was like, I guess so. Like, it's my hand. Like, what can you do with the hand, right? And I sent them a picture of my hands, and I don't remember what they said. It wasn't creepy or anything, but they were like, they kind of thanked me or something. Or no, they sent an emoji of some sorts. It was like the drooling emoji, and I was like, I don't understand. Like, what does that mean? And I said thanks, I guess. But every time I drew something, like every day, they would always ask again and again for a hand picture, and I'd be like, okay. Like this is like, it only lasted like 3 days, and someone asked me for my hand pic. She kept asking for hand pictures like every day that I drew something, right? And it wasn't until my sister kind of like told me, or like, she didn't tell me, but like she kind of, yeah. Yeah, she caught me taking a picture of my hand. And she was like, "Why are you taking pictures of your hands?" And I was like, "Oh, well, because this person said that they this person said that wanted me to take a picture of my hand, so I was like, okay, like, because at that point I thought it was like a fan or something like that that liked my drawings or something, right? Because again, every day I kept drawing something and I posted it, and they would always like the post, they would always comment on it, it's talking about the art, but then they would DM me later on and they would always ask like for a hand picture. And I mean, I didn't really know, okay? But she told me you should have charged it. No. The funny thing is that when she caught me mid picture, or mid, like I didn't send the picture at that point, and around that point it was funny because my sister told me, like, she's like, what are you doing taking a picture of hands? And I was like, oh, like someone wanted to see a picture of my hands, so you know, just sending it to them. Like I don't really understand why it's weird. And imagine a man wanting a picture of someone's goddamn. Well, I didn't know. It wasn't until my sister, like, after I told her why I was sending a picture of my hand, she's like, you know that's a fetish, right? And I was like, what do you mean it's a fetish? And she was like, there are some girls out, or no, she explained it to me like this. She's like, you know how some dudes like girls' feet, right? And I was like, yeah? She's like, there are some girls out there who like dudes' hands. And it didn't click in my head that the entire, like, for the past 2 to 3 days of me sending pictures of my hands to this person, I didn't I didn't realize what the full meaning was until after my sister texted me. They told me this thing, and and at that point I didn't know what to do. So I stopped posting. I love how this is how I come into the stream. Well, don't worry. I have a lot of stories to tell, to talk that are just like this. But I didn't know what to do at that point, because from as soon as my sister told me that, I felt obligated to still send them the picture. I sent them the picture still after that. But after I sent them that picture, I did not post any. I did not. Okay, listen. I'm gonna. Okay, I didn't want to. At that point, I already said yes, right? I already said yes to it, but like, I didn't want to. I don't know. This is one of the bad things about being This is one of the bad things about being a small creator, because at the time, some people will do anything to get like the smallest amount of like fan interaction. So for me at that time, that person and maybe a few other people were the only ones who actually looked at my content, and they would like it and stuff. And the reason why I sent it at that point, after knowing the truth, I was like, I don't want them to upset. I don't want them to get upset and stop looking at my content. But to wrap the story, what ended up happening is that after I sent them the picture, like, I still talked to them, right? But I stopped uploading videos. I stopped uploading like videos of like time lapses of me drawing, right? And I stopped uploading it onto the thing, and went back to just posting. Why would you still talk to them? Because they were nice. They were nice. Listen, they weren't creepy. They weren't creepy about it. That's the see. Okay, like I know it sounds bad. I know it sounds bad. Listen, okay, look, I don't talk to them anymore. But it wasn't until like after I stopped posting things on like posting like videos of me drawing and stuff like that, like with my hands in the frame, and I went back to the just sending like not progress pictures. I kind of started doing progress pictures and then showing the final product without my hands in it. And at that time, and I started doing that, and I still kind of talk to them, but I ended up finding out that not finding out, I ended up kind of seeing that after I stopped posting like videos of me drawing or something like that, like time lapses. Because again, I don't do digital art. I do traditional art where my hand is a part of the thing. Like I can't get rid of it. Yeah, my viewership did go down, and the people who were looking at the content that I kept posting actually stopped watching. So they didn't come for my art. They actually came for my hands. Have you ever asked them what they used your hand? No. No, I did not ask them for why. You gotta capitalize on that. See, the thing is, like, that's one of the reasons why I wear gloves when I do art streams now. It's not just because of how do you say? It's not just because of like I find it weird, but more of I just dislike the fact that the whole reason why I had an audience to begin with was because of the fact that I guess people liked my hands, which was kind of a bummer to me, in all honesty. But okay, no, I need to not play the game because I really want to talk about that story. I could see your hands. I mean, you could have a following on another site. He said, "Bro, if people liked my hands or feet, I would totally make an OnlyFans. That's easy money right there." See, the thing is, like, the thing is that, like, I was actually talking to a friend about it, and I told him that maybe I shouldn't wear gloves in order to get a fan base. But in all honesty, that would actually be a bad idea for me because, again, it'd be a bad idea because you know, the fans at that point, it would get too out of hand. But I don't know. I don't really see anything appealing. I'm looking at my hands right now. It's a little sussy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that would be fine. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't see, because the thing is, like, when it comes to hands, I don't. When it comes to, like, feet, like, I still don't understand. But when it comes to hands, like in my mind, if they like hands, like, what happens when they're in public? Do they just stare at people's hands? A lot of people come to VTubers because they're boob, but they stay because they like that person. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, because I don't know. I was debating on doing something like that, but then it kind of arises the other problem of a lot of people are judgmental based on what color you are, and you could be colored or you could be not, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, especially when it comes to Twitter. Your hands can be blue. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I guess in a way I would do it. I would do it, but also I don't feel right whenever, like me telling you guys about that story about sending hand pictures to that one person. I don't feel right about saying it because it feels dirty, even though it's really just hands. She's really assertive. She has shook the hands of every man in the room. A girl has gloves when she does cooking. When she does the cooking streams. Yeah. Well, I think gloves. Actually, I don't know the reason why a lot of VTubers wear gloves. I think a lot of it is kind of hiding their true identity. In a way, I am doing that too. But also, I can't have that thought in the back of my head that if I show my hands, then people are gonna be like, well, I don't think it's gonna happen again. But I know for a fact that some people are gonna be like, oh, his hands are back. His hands are back. Oh man. I mean, if you kind of look at my persona, not my persona, the thing that's speaking right now, my hands are covered. Well, actually, that's not my hands. That's someone else. But you know, I don't know. but that's the story of how I accidentally sent. What would you even call that? I don't even know what you would call that. I wouldn't call it noodles, because it's just hands, right? Everyone sends hand pictures. No, well, no, I don't mean it like that. I mean, everyone has sent a picture of their hand in a picture. Okay, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Okay. I don't mean it that way. Oh my god. You're making me remember that I have so many stories regarding to stuff like that I could just absolutely talk about. But in all honesty, it does kind of make me a little sad, because again, going back to the whole thing of they didn't really like me for like my content, but I guess they liked me for my hands. I mean, I guess in a way that is I guess that is how would you say? It is I'm trying to think of the word. Nice? I guess. I'd rather have people kind of like coming, I guess you could say, for me, or whatever content I vomit up. Exciting? No, I wouldn't call it that exciting. Because at the time when I was sending pictures like that, I actually didn't. I felt weird. I did feel weird, because it's like, again, it was a little bit more of like, I just didn't understand. Oh, also we figured out where to go next. I didn't understand why it was such a big thing, but also kind of like, I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. Mine. I really don't know how to explain it or how I feel about it. I mean, nowadays, actually, hold on, let me see if I can. I think I still have the DMs with them. Hold on, let me see. Let me go to a safe place. I don't think. Okay, all right. Well, I didn't mean to go into this cutscene. I think I still have the DMs with them. In fact, actually, they might have blocked me ever since I stopped doing that. Let me see. What the hell? I RP'd in what? When did I RP in Instagram? Also, is this person still alive? I remember I used to talk to this person a lot, and they were awesome. Okay, nope, they're gone. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I still have that conversation with them, or if they got. Oh. Hold on. No, that's someone else. Okay, never mind. I don't know which account it is. I don't think it's this Instagram account. Is it this one? I don't remember their name, in all honesty. Oh my god, wait, no. No, I found them. I found them. Ah! Yeah, I found them, but I think they did the thing where they made you unfollow you rather than blocking me, and made their account private. So God knows what's in there. God knows what's on that account now. And I'm not DMing them back. I'm not. Ah! Ah! Is it on Instagram? Send another. Oh my god! Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Send another hand pic out of the blue. Is it all? It's on Instagram. Yeah, this is when this is before I made a Twitter account. I used to post all of my art on Instagram. Send another hand pic to them. What do you mean? Why would I? How long has it been since I talked to them? January 13th of what year? It's not this year. It has to be last year. December. Yeah, it's got to be last year cuz I remember the reason why I remember the time is because around that time that's when we were. No, dude, I'm not sending them that. I am not sending them that picture. Do you still remember me? No, I can't do that. That's so. That's so. I don't know if that's messed up or if that's just like. Actually, why did? Yeah. Well, I already know why we stopped talking. Ah. My last message to them was. Oh my god! The last ever conversation we had was. They replied to my story. I posted on my story on Instagram is when you get corona again, and they replied to it. Yeah, this is around the time. Actually, you know what? This might have been a lot earlier than I think about it, because corona started in 2020. I don't remember when corona started. Ah! Wait, how am I supposed to go through there? I swear to God, there's a way. Nope. Nope. Is there not a way to attack? Late 2019? It might have been that time, but that was around the time. When did I start drawing? I don't even remember. In 2019, but it hit the US hard in March of 2020. Yeah, I think it was around maybe 2020 or something like that. 2020 January, I think it spread all over. Yeah, because around that time when I did talk to them, I haven't really spoken too much about it, and also I don't think anyone knew me at that time. The only person that knew me was Sunny at that time, and I ended up getting corona. I mean, in my entire life right now, I've gotten corona 3 times. I've gotten it 3 times, but I know the last time I ever talked to that person was I think it was the 2nd time I got corona. I got the big. They got the big C around that time. I think I still haven't gotten it even once. I could make a lot of jokes based off of corona, but I don't know if it's too early or if it's too soon to make fun of corona. I'm the only one from my friend group that hasn't gotten corona. For me, I worked in the medical field, so I'm always exposed to like every single illness. Actually, fun fact. I don't know if you guys want me to tell this story of this actually happened. I actually have not been able to talk about this story. I know I've talked about it in a server. I know I talked about it in the server when I was on tour this year. It was on tour this year of when I got sick. You walk with salmonella. I worked with salmonella too. God, that's Jesus Christ. David doesn't get invited. Very recently, the 3rd time I got corona, and this leads up to another thing. The 3rd time I got corona was the day before. Not the day before, about like a week before I went on tour, and that in itself is, well, actually, you know what? Now that I realize it, that actually doesn't tie into the story that I was going to talk about. What I was going to talk about is kind of like how susceptible I was, because before then I actually never got I never got sick that often. In fact, I would be the dude who would never get sick. And it wasn't until 2020 is when I actually got sick by a lot of stuff. For example, like getting corona 3 times, and I also got pneumonia while I was on tour. What was it? It wasn't August. It was what's before August? Nope, it's not January. What's before August? Hold on. July. There you go. July. Yeah, this is so Momo's becoming a boomer. I am becoming a boomer. I worked in a store during COVID, so I was very exposed to. Really? I guess it's different for everyone, because after 2020, for whatever reason, I started getting more susceptible to getting sick for a lot of I don't know why. But I guess I could tie this in. But before we went on tour, because I saw someone asked on tour, this every now and then me and my bandmates would do tours, and the tour that we did this summer, or this summer or last summer, I don't remember, I don't know what it was, but July, this past July, it was supposed to be a fundraiser for Ukraine, and we got a bunch of sponsors and stuff like that, and other bands were actually invited, and we're supposed to play across America. Well, not across America, but we're supposed to play in a lot of bluegrassy type areas. Basically, we started in where did we start off in? We started in Texas, and then from Texas we went to Arizona. From Arizona we went to Utah, and then from Utah we went to Wyoming, and then we kept going. But we got to play a lot of that's basically the tour. The tour was a band tour. We got to have a fundraiser for Ukraine, and whoever attended the festivals, actually I think the festival was actually free, and whatever money that we did make based off of donations and whoever else was there was sent immediately to Ukraine soldiers or whatever it was. I don't remember what it was, but we got to tag along with some other bands. And going into the thing on how you didn't know I was in a band. Yeah, I wasn't. Well, I don't want to say I am in a band. It was more of a promotional thing for a story that I'm doing that happens to be a band. I'll get into that a little bit later. But going back into the story about like how I'm kind of really susceptible to getting, like, for whatever reason I'm more susceptible to getting sick. Around the end of the tour, I started getting sick, and we thought I ended up getting corona, but it wasn't actually corona. But at the time we were in we were either in Montana or Wyoming. Oh no, actually we were in Wyoming. We were in Wyoming, and we were playing for like a small little town or something like that, right? And we were gonna stay there for about like 2-3 days. And for that entire 2 to 3 days and the week after that, I was actually completely sick. And during that time, we didn't actually have time to I didn't have time to go straight to a doctor or anything like that and get like a diagnosis or anything like that. I didn't know that corona test strips were available to buy just over the counter, so I couldn't test it. Like, I thought you had to go to a place to get yourself tested, but no, apparently now they make home tests, so I didn't know about that at that time. But we thought we had corona, or I had corona, but the problem is that I couldn't just stop playing. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this because this is a story I really want to tell. But at the time we didn't really know what to do, and I didn't want to get everyone else sick, and the only people that were with me was me, my sisters, and about 3 other bands and or something like that. And I didn't want to end up calling it quits for me, because around this time my sister did had to pull a lot of strings. She had a lot of connections in order for us to kind of tag along with these bands and stuff like that, because it's not every day that you get to go on an opportunity to go and play with bands and stuff like that. And not only that, but travel across the country. Like, you kidding me? There's no way I'm gonna pack it up early and go home. But I don't know if I should say what I had now, but well, no, we'll keep it. We'll keep it a secret. Um, what's your band? We played as Caravan Colors, but we have another band, but I'm not really a part of it, honestly. But the band that we toured on is Caravan Colors, which is supposed to be a promotional thing for a story that I'm writing for, and also making music for, which I haven't released yet. But I didn't want to call it quits. So whatever I did, I just took my basic knowledge of what I knew from working at like on a medical field, and I kind of applied that to trying to treat myself and get better. But all the symptoms that I had was very similar to when I had corona previously. So at that time, I thought I just did have corona of some sorts. But I again, I didn't at that point, but I didn't want to. But no, actually, what did I don't even know what I thought. I was so out of my mind at that point, not because of the sickness, but around that time, I was so confident and so focused on continuing the tour that I just took whatever medications that was there. And during the entire tour, we had to rent out a van. It was like, yeah, we had to rent out a van or a mobile home. I don't know what you would call it, but we ended up renting like this entire van, and that's where we slept sometimes. That's where we put our equipment, and that's where we ended up going in and doing some stuff. Because a lot of the times when you go on tour, especially when you're traveling from Texas, like for example, the trip from Texas to uh, Arizona, if I remember correctly, it took about 12 hours straight just to drive there. And we were on a time crunch because we didn't have time to just stop at a hotel, camp for the nights, and then continue on our path. No, we had to hit a deadline because we had to be there at a certain time at a certain place. And a lot of the times, the organizers actually don't tell us where we're supposed to go specifically. They say, come here at this venue. And that's it. We don't know where we're supposed to go. Easily at least 12 hours. Yeah, it was like 12 hours apart, and it was in the sun and everything. Oh my god. This is making me want to talk more about the thing. There's other stories I'm going to tell you about, but I'm going to tell you about the when I'm getting sick. But so for the entire like month, or actually it was like 3 weeks that we've been in this van. um uh when I was getting sick, we had some of our friends kind of like looking around, and I was telling like, man, can you get me some like some sort of medication to like to put my head, like, you know, to clear my head, because at that time I was laying down on the bed and I had like a fever, like everything felt cold. I felt like I was in a dream, and my face was all pale and stuff like that. And I was like, man, just get me anything, like anything that'll help me out. And they're kind of rummaging through the drawers and stuff like that, and they found this like box that was filled with like different types of medications, and they brought it to me. And at that point, it was like, it was whatever was in that thing was kind of just looking at the chat, whatever was in that box was actually left there from the previous renters. And and they were like, oh, we found this thing, like, is there anything in here that'll help? And I turn around, or I leaned around, and I started going through the medications, and I was like, oh, hey, there's some antibiotics in here. Like, who would have guessed antibiotics? Oh, all right, let me take some of those. I take some antibiotics, right? And I was just kind of sitting there, kind of waiting for it to feel better. And long story, not long story short, I actually did feel better, right? But the problem is that I started taking the medication. I was like, I need to get these medications to, like, feel better. But I started feeling a little bit better. I got up, and I was able to do more. I was able to continue on with the show, right? And a lot of the times when I'm doing the show, I play as a guitarist. Well, I play multiple roles, but my specialty is string instruments. So I'll play the guitar, I'll play the what is it called? The banjo, and I'll play harmonica. And I can also do vocals as well. And I remember there was this one show that we were doing and it was great because I'm trying to figure out how to put this together because so much had happened, and to lead up at that point because it was so great to talk about. But before, okay, there's one show that we had to do, right? And before we had to do the show, I kept taking the medications. I felt better, but I didn't feel great. I felt like I felt like I was constantly like I don't know if you know what the feeling of an elevator is. Have you ever had like the when you're going on an elevator and then like it immediately stops or like it's going up and you have that jolt of like gravity? That's what I constantly felt the entire time, and I was taking the medications. The medications cleared my head, right? But it didn't. It's. I still felt sick, so rather than going to a doctor, we had to call in doctors that would kind of come in and they would help. They kind of help me. Like they wouldn't diagnose me, right? But they would give me boosts in order to help my performance. And I don't know if this is legal or not, but they constantly gave me. I had to take. Actually, I still have the inhaler. I had to take two different types of steroids, and not the steroids that makes your pee pee smaller. Not those ones, but I had to take an inhaler steroids because I couldn't breathe without dying, and they also gave me the injection steroids right in my butt. And I took one before this show that we're about to start, right? And immediately after that, like I took the thing, I waited I think it was like 40 minutes or something, and then we're getting ready, and then all right, it's our time. We step on stage and we started playing and I think the show was gonna be like our time up there was gonna be like about 30 to 40 minutes. Play a little bit of songs and then we're done. Let the local bands play, or the next local bands, I mean. But we're about 3 or 4 songs in, and around that time, I started feeling that elevator effect. But it was actually worse. And when I was playing on stage, and we're playing with maybe 200 people, I guess. It wasn't a big thing, but it was a little festival for the community to kind of get in. And the town's already small enough as it is. But I can definitely say that there was a crowd to kind of like cramp up around the stage, and it wasn't just like a festival. There was a lot of people. I don't want to say it was 200. There's probably more, but there was a crowd listening to the music. It was localized in a park, and there was a bunch of like vendors from like freelance artists, food vendors, and everything kind of parked along the side. Again, it's a paid for event, so whatever we make goes to Ukraine. And everyone, there's like this entire community going on together, and we're playing on stage. And at that point I started feeling the elevator effect, but it was getting a lot worse. And I was like, I'm playing, right? But I'm fortunate to have this song be one of the parts where I don't really have to take a lead that much, because I might be playing a guitarist, but at that point in the song, I'm basically playing a percussion instrument where you mute the strings and then you mute the strings and you kind of go like, I don't have a pick on me right now. Hold on, where is it? You mute the strings and you kind of just stuff like that, whatever. And I started feeling this effect, and it got worse and worse. And I was trying to like shake my head. I was like, "Come on, I gotta stay up. I can't pass out right on stage in front of God knows how many people. This entire community of people from I don't know, I don't know where." And I constantly tried to keep fighting with myself, but it got so bad to a point where I had to like I wasn't actually on time with the bands. And when I kind of realized that, I turned my head over to the people who are like, so you have the stage, right? And then you have kind of like you have the stage, and then you have like these little, I guess you can call them like alleyways or something like that, where staff members would kind of stand there and kind of monitor everything, make sure the equipment's all right. If you break something or you lose something, you can call over and they'd be like, "Oh, get me another guitar," and they'll run up and they'll give you a guitar or whatever. Basically, the people there to make sure that the show is going to go on pretty well. And I look over there and I'm like, in my dying voice, I'm like, "Get me a chair." But they didn't hear me because, again, loud music. And the dude was kind of like, "What?" He's like putting his hand up to his. He's like, "What are you like? I can't hear you." And I had to keep repeating myself, "Get me a chair," but he couldn't hear me. And after like the fourth time, I just went into the microphone and I was like, "Get me a chair." Because I had my own microphone, and then he finally was like, "Oh, okay, so it's an emergency." Because at that point, I don't know why he couldn't see me dying at that point. I don't know what was going on in that dude's head, but he got the message because I didn't scream into the mic. I kind of said it into the microphone, and he goes running off, right? And I'm kind of standing there just fighting for my life, trying to not pass out in front of this entire community. And I couldn't help but kind of crack up because as I was like strumming the guitar, I could see off to the side this dude running through the crowd, kind of like pushing people out of the way, trying to find a chair. And I couldn't like I thought, okay, I didn't find that part funny, but I see him running off, getting a try and find a chair, right? What got me was when he was coming back, he was holding a folded chair over his head, just yeeting through the entire crowd, looking like a WWE fighter that's like about to slap someone with this chair. And it was great because I could just see it. And what ended up happening is he came on stage, he unfolded the chair, I sat down, right, and I continued playing. There has to be a video of it somewhere, but like I'm kind of like sitting in this chair, but like I'm kind of sitting down where like your shoulder blades are like on the roof or on the very top of your chair, and your butt is like at the edge, so you're like leaning, right? And I have the guitar laying on me, and I'm just kind of playing, and I'm trying not to pass out. And my sister could, because my sister plays in the band with me, right? My sister can tell that I'm dying. So we finish the song, and the song is like 3 minutes. I would assume it's about 3 minutes long, and my sister immediately was like, okay, we got to play a different song because obviously he's dying and we need to get him off stage. And she relays that information to everyone else, right? And then they play a different song. And at that point, that's when I was like, I'll be back. But I'm like dying. So I'm like, I'll be back. Like I'm trying not to pass out. And so I go out on stage, right? Or I get off stage and everyone's still playing. And at that point, I'm kind of like sitting there, like on the chair. I have medical staff kind of going around me, trying to like look at me and stuff like that. And they were like, "Do you need to go to the hospital? Do you need to go to the hospital?" And I refused it because I was like, "No, I need to go. I need to go back up there." And the funny thing is that when I said that, they were like, I don't know what they were saying, honestly. They were kind of contemplating or something because they can't just take me somewhere without, doing something. And I swear to God, I think they pulled something illegal, but they gave me another steroid shot right in the back, behind the stage while everyone was still playing on there, like. Because before I had the shot on my right butt, right? But now it's on my left cheek. So I got 2 steroid shots, and I had to take another puff of the inhaler to get me going again. You're like, no, it's not wild. This is just what happened at that point. In all honesty, it's after this, like my life kind of slows down, but. But I ended up getting another shot in the left cheek, and the funny thing is, at that point I didn't care where I was. I just wanted to get back on the thing, and I literally pulled my pants down like in front of like all the other staff because I was like, I don't got time to find a place or something like that. You're gonna give me that shot right now. And so they gave me the shot, and I sat there for a little bit, like for the rest of the duration of not that current song, but the next song. And actually, I think it was a few songs because even after that, I immediately I only went back up on stage for the last 2 songs, which were kind of reserved for me. But at that time, I had someone else kind of sing the lyrics for me because I'm dying. But I had still enough energy to kind of do that. And we ended up finishing the show, and that was that. But now you would think I would immediately go to a proper hospital, but no, I'm super hard-headed at that point. and you'll see why. You'll see why. You'll see, no. Okay, I know you said you get shy over sending a girl handpics. I'll tell you why I was acting like this. But that's gonna be the punchline. That's gonna be the punchline of this at this entire thing. But at that time, I didn't. We didn't have enough time, so we were done with the show, packing up, and immediately now we had 4 hours to drive to another place. You gotta go eat. All right, go eat. You could watch the VOD and when you come. We're at 2 hours and 11 minutes. So if you want to listen, if you want to hear the rest of the story. If you want to hear the rest of the story, don't worry. I'm gonna end this particular part of the story in a second. Hold on. But so at that point we had 4 hours to get out, go to the next area. Not because we had another show, but more of hotel check-ins. They're very strict on what time you can check in at, because if you miss the check-in time, you don't have a place to sleep. And given that we're tired of sleeping in a van that's not insulated, and given that we're in we're in Wyoming, it's super cold at night. So we ended up having to go there really fast or something like that. And the entire time I'm still taking the medication that we found on the bus. And it wasn't until the next day. And my other friends can actually back me up on this story too. And like, you can ask Sunny when I went on tour that I wasn't acting as me. I wasn't acting like me, because the next day, after that show had happened, I was eating, I'm eating and all that stuff like that. And at that point, I'm kind of, me and the other bandmates that I was kind of accustomed to were kind of splitting up apart. Like not like we hate each other, but we're going our different ways. Like this, they were done with their part of their tour, but we weren't, and we're splitting up at that point. And I'm taking the medication and stuff like that, right? And we were eating breakfast at some, I don't even remember what place it is, but I was eating it, right? And I got a phone call. From them, because now they have the van, because we had to go with someone else, but they have the van now, right? And they were looking at the medications that I was taking, and I got a phone call from the lead from their end, and they were like, "Hey, what medication were you taking again?" And I was telling, I was like, well, I was taking this, and this, like all these medications and stuff that are genuinely used to help fight this, what I think I have at that point. And they were like, oh, all right, that's cool. And hold on. And they started laughing like crazy on the phone. Like, it wasn't just him, but the other bandmate. Like, I could hear all the other bandmates laughing, and I was like, "What are you guys laughing at?" Like, I started getting mad. I'm like, what are you? I'm dying over here. Like, what's so funny? And they were like, "Dude, these medications have been expired since like 2016." I need to drink some water. So they were like, you've been taking expired medication. And I was like, and I got mad. I was like, are you kidding me? You know how bad taking expired medication is for you? Like, there are so many, like antibiotics as well. Dude, I will have so many symptoms taking these expired antibiotics. And a lot of them, I forgot which one I was taking, but there's a specific medication that I was taking where the side effects actually changes your perception. Like, it changes like your personality in a little bit. And given that it was expired, no wonder why I wasn't acting like myself. Because on top of me not acting like myself when I'm sick, because again, that's how I am sometimes. 2, the expired medication side effect has, effects of it has some serious side effects. 3, it was expired. And 4, I'm just dead. So I ended up just taking expired medication for the past 4 days, but we were doing tours and stuff like that. And rather than it helping me, it was making things worse. And in all honesty, actually, I don't want to say it made it worse because I eventually found out why I was sick. But that kind of wraps up the story for there, because after I found out I was taking that expired medication, then I was like, okay, I'm not taking any more medication. And so, and at that time, we only had like a few days left of the thing before I get to just go back home. And from there, like, you know, I don't know, nothing really exciting happened. I mean, there are definitely exciting things that happen going back home, but the part of the story where I'm sick kind of ends there because I just stopped taking the medication. Yes, I feel terrible, but also I'm starting to become back to being myself as how I normally am. And I actually got my Sunny got mad at me because I told her about this as I got the phone call. And she of course scolded me for it. But it wasn't until I got back home where I went to a proper doctor that I actually found out that I didn't have corona at all, or ASV. I don't remember what it was called. It was at the time I thought it was something that I had, but they said that I had pneumonia. You get mad at me too. No, but I ended up getting pneumonia from I don't know where I would get it, but apparently it's very common if you getting pneumonia from Wisconsin, especially if you've been exposed to the water from over there. And given that we were in I keep saying Wisconsin, Wyoming, and given that we've done a lot of water stuff, like we've gone on a raft, we've gone swimming, we did a lot of stuff regarding like water and stuff. So I got wet a lot. I got pneumonia from the water at Wyoming. Tried treating it with expired medication, and then forcing my, I don't even know. I have no idea. All I know is that I just it's not the proudest thing that I've ever done, but it's definitely a story that I've been holding on to for about how long is it? How long ago was it? July 1, 2. I've been holding on to it for about 2 months, getting ready, wanting to tell the story to someone, because Jesus Christ, the entire thing was just it was no pun intended, but it was definitely a trip. So that's one of the many stories of how I don't know. This is one of the reasons why I don't do I will not do tours without I don't know how to explain it. I've done a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of tours, but I can definitely say for sure that the latest one that we had was probably the worst one, but also the craziest one that I've ever been on, because I've only been on 3 tours in my entire life. The first 2 were pretty nice. Definitely there are stories that I can tell from there, but none of them top that story in general. Well, I think there are still stories that definitely top that, but it's definitely not my proudest, and it also shows how dumb I can be at certain times. But that story is definitely up there. I'm not even gonna. I won't get into it this stream, but man, I don't even know. There's so much I could talk about when it comes to that story. When it comes to that tour in general. Give me a minute to like catch my breath, because my God, I got really excited telling that story, because again, I've been holding on to that for about 2 months or something like that. Pog time. It was fun. I don't think I would do it again. But I can definitely say for sure that around that time, I could definitely tell I wasn't myself. And I knew I wasn't myself, but I couldn't figure out if that was me. If was that me in general? I don't know how to explain it. On one hand, I don't know how to explain to you guys how I felt at that point, but it was the best and the most depressing slash worst time of my entire life. No, actually not my entire life, but of that time in that life. Because the medications in general amplified the effects, but it was definitely very sad because yes, we're having great time. Yes, it's an opportunity that like not many people will ever get to experience, but also it was very, very kind of lonely at the same time. Because again, it's fun being with people that are, you know, it's fun being on tour with all these people that you've never really got to meet with. But it's also very depressing and lonely because at that time the only person that I only got to be with was kind of my sister. And the people who I actually got to enjoy a lot of my time with, like I'm not talking about like family in general, but like I couldn't get to speak to a lot of people, I guess you could say like online and stuff like that. I wasn't able to speak to them. I wasn't able to speak to the people back at home for a while. And it was very depressing because first of all, again, expired medications amplify everything. Second, I'm in an environment where I don't drink alcohol anymore. I don't drink alcohol anymore. And given that it was a bluegrass type of festival, folk music, where a lot of older people, a lot of Tennessee, very Tennessee, Montana type people, in order to have a good time, they would drink. And a lot of the time, and I remember when we were in Arizona, we actually got to go to an Indian reservation, and we got to drive the van out into God knows where, nowhere. And from there, we got to everyone kind of just sat out in the van because they had their own little lawn chairs, and they had a whole case, not a whole case, but they had a whole cooler full of like alcohol, beer, and stuff like that. And all they did was for like the rest of the night was like, well, not night, but the rest of the sunset was drink alcohol, toss the can up in the air, and just shoot it with a gun. And I'm not gonna say it wasn't fun, but it was definitely depressing because, like, again, my idea of fun isn't exactly going out and drinking with a bunch of people that I don't really care. I don't want to say care, don't know too much, but it was also depressing because, again, I was depressed at that time because of the medication too, as well. That I don't know. It was fun, but it wasn't fun at the same time. It was fun in the moments where you got to go on stage and kind of be whatever. But behind the scenes, in all honesty, when you're driving down like for example, like the Arizona roads, or not the Arizona, the Utah and Arizona roads, where there's no internet, no civilization for miles on out, but just nothing but sand and gravel, it's definitely depressing. Because all you could kind of think about, at least all I could think about at the time, was kind of thinking like, is this where I want to be at my life right now? Because like it was definitely like a reflection of myself at that point, if that makes any sense. Because on top of feeling weird, it's just when you sit alone in a car for like hours on end driving to a destination, you definitely think a lot. And that's kind of the most dangerous thing when it comes to me, is that if I'm left alone with my own thoughts, that gets very depressing. Because before, the person that you guys see today wasn't always like that. Like I was never always like this. So a lot of the times that I was riding or driving along with the expired medication opened up a lot of old wounds. And not to mention that the people that I was with actually didn't have the best coping mechanism when it comes to this kind of stuff. And they were basically like for example, they actually sat down and we got to talk about like problems and stuff, like why they became musicians, why uh I'm a musician and stuff like that. Things that happened to our past. Like I remember this one person that we were talking to. They were basically saying that like, yeah, like my parents died when I was like something years old and stuff like that. And I had to live in an orphanage and I didn't have any memory of what happened to my parents, and it wasn't until I was like 18 years old or something like that where I kind of learned, or they were kind of like more into like their they still didn't remember what happened to their parents. Like apparently they had like some sort of mental block that made them forget like the incident that happened, but they had this mental block. And when they turned 18 and they weren't allowed to stay at this orphanage anymore, they had to go on their own kind of thing. And they kind of got curious about their own parents, like, you know, because out of any person would get curious about their own parents. And he got depressed because he ended up finding out about all this stuff, and he got even more depressed and stuff like that. But he ended up turning all that negativity into music, which he then found in this band that he's with. And I was kind of reflecting alongside him as well, like, yeah, like I grew up here and stuff like that. I didn't really have all the best of stuff at that point. My interactions, I won't get into that, but my interactions at this time wasn't that great. And we were having like a counseling session, right? And they were telling me like, oh, you want to know, you know how to fix that problem? They were like, you gotta drink, you gotta drink your problems away or something like that. Like they gave like, I don't want to, they gave good advice, but also bad advice at the same time. For one, the way how they write their music is, from what he described, was he takes an entire case or more, drinks the hell out of it, and then sits at his desk for hours reminiscing all of the experience that he has and writing it down for like the next song and stuff like that. And he was telling me like I should kind of do something like that too. I didn't do the alcohol part, but I definitely started trying writing lyrics based on the things that like I kind of thought at the time that were kind of, I don't want to say I suppressed it, because I definitely got over it, but along with the medications, feeling weird and like other stuff, it definitely opened a lot of wounds that that I should have kept closed, because I already healed at that point. But at that point, I was basically opening them, making them into music, and then feeling awful afterwards. It's one thing to write something, it's one thing to take all that creative energy from like pain or whatever emotion you're feeling and put it into something creative, but it's another thing to open the wound back. It's another thing to open the wound back open just for making content for the sake of content, if that makes sense. Hello, Biscuit. We're talking about some dark stuff now. on why I loved and hated the tour that time. Yeah, but that's why I didn't really enjoy the tour as much, because in all honesty, the stories that I ended up being able to say and you know, tell everyone about it, honestly, it's really fun living back on there. But behind the scenes, like when all of like the chaoticness and stuff is done, and you're just alone on the road for like 8 to 12 hours straight every single time, it's definitely depressing, because again, I'm surrounded by people I don't really necessarily have the same interests for besides music. They like alcohol, they like shooting guns, you know, all that stuff. I'm definitely alone because, for one, I don't have any ways of contacting the people who I do enjoy contacting with. and the expired medication that amplifies all of the things. And that's the whole thing. I enjoy it, but I also don't enjoy it because that entire story, the entire like, and I was gone for an entire month. It's depressing because all that stuff. That was my month. It was very large. It's like playing a game of Battlefield. It's like 15 minutes of nothing and then like 30 seconds of just pure chaos. That's basically how it was. 30 minutes of just absolute depression and then like 30 seconds of chaosness or of chaoticness. But there are a lot of stories I can definitely tell you that are actually hilarious. I don't know how much you guys want me to roll to keep going. Yeah. How old are you at that time, if you don't mind me asking? Like, are you talking about like that recent? Are you talking about like? Are you talking about? Like, oh Jesus!
Hey,
Oh God!
it's your boy.
Hey,
Skinny
thanks
Pete.
for the follow. How old were you at the time? Are you talking about like the time where the last, like the very recent tour, or are you talking about the? Are you talking about like the troubles that I had, the drug story? Which one? I don't think I've actually talked about. There's a legit drug story, and then there's the funny one. Because the funny one that I can actually tell you that was last year. Oh, that was 2 months ago. The funny one that I just told you was 2 months ago. What's up with you? I didn't mean to say you're on a yeah, see, that's the thing. I know I'm on a time schedule, but like in all I normally say that when again, that's kind of a thing where it's like if I don't a lot I don't know if you noticed, Squid, but if you look at my previous VODs where I didn't stream during like around this time and I streamed at like a really really late time, I would only have one person who wouldn't speak kind of doing all this stuff. Who would watch but wouldn't speak in the stream. And what's it called? Ooh, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, like that's why I would kind of be like, I'm only gonna be here for a little bit. But if I actually have something to talk about, it's kind of nice talking because a lot of the times I don't really speak that much. I don't get to speak often. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the expired drug story, that was the expired drugged one was happened 2 months ago, actually. About 2 months ago, yeah. Because when did we go on tour? We started at the no, actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, that was 4 months ago. Because we started the tour on June 8th, I think. And I didn't get back home until July the 4th. Oh, the inactive chat equals might end it sooner thing. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that I have when it comes to that stuff. Because again, I can go on if I have someone to talk to, I can constantly go on and talk about like stories and stuff that I have. But if you watch like the previous couple of VODs that I have, a lot of it is just me talking of just regular. I don't even know, just random things, honestly. The thing is, even if you didn't really enjoy it, wait, hold on. Literally every stream of mine. The thing is, even if you didn't enjoy it at the same time, the memories made it worth it. Yeah, honestly, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm kind of like, good about the whole thing. What was that the post you were making on Chibi's channel about how you needed to check out a place, but you guys were late? Oh my god. Oh my god, hold on. I need to stand up for this. I need to stand up for that one. Give me a second. Hold on. That story. Oh god. Oh my god. Yeah, Squid, that Bro, it's literally Germa. What do you mean? I never watched Germa, by the way. Oh my god. You don't. Oh my god, you're making me realize this. Oh god, or not realize, remember. Okay, so the funny thing is when we were doing Squid, if you remember, I don't know if anyone really remembers this, but when we were on tour, I was constantly complaining in the Chibi chat that we're gonna be so late. Everyone's still asleep. We need to check out. We need to check out. Oh God, we have to check out of the hotel before this specific time, because if we don't check out before this time, they're gonna charge us for the extra night in the room, or sometimes they'll do they'll just charge you in regardless. IDK, how I missed this. No, because listen, I got a lot of stories to tell, but this one in particular, God, this one actually made me mad. Okay, so I think this is before you joined Nugget. Oh man, okay, so Squid, I don't know how to sum it up. I'm not gonna sum it up, but so the entire time of the tour, when we're going on tour, not all the time will we have okay. not all the time, like literally the tours that we had before this one that we just had, we would normally have to buy our own hotel room, right? And when I say hotel room, it was more like a motel, which was like $60, which was supposed to fit one. It has one bed, one queen size bed that fits like 6 people, and a lot of the time we would have to. Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah, and this was the previous tours that we had, because even though we did have a venue to play at, we didn't exactly have the money to do anything that we wanted. But this tour that we recently had, since it was a fundraiser and it was paid for by sponsors, we actually got to have a hotel room every single time we went to a new area, which was really nice. And it wasn't just like the regular terrible motels or something like that you'd get for like $60. No, like we actually got hotel rooms that were like 3 times the price of that actually could accompany everyone in the thing. And it was completely free. Sometimes the meals were free, sometimes it wasn't. But in all honesty, it wasn't a bad room. Like I even remember when we went to we had one tour where we got to pay for, or they got to pay our room, right? And it was an entire it was a great hotel with its own indoor swimming pool, like outdoor swimming pool, and it was actually restricted for certain people to actually go swimming. So not just any hotel member could swim. It was it was specific people could swim in this specific pool, and it was really good. Which was also which is, I'm pretty sure, is where I also got pneumonia. But anyway, that was the point. But the problem is that we were getting these really nice rooms, very fortunate to get these rooms, and it was we didn't really have to worry too much about money. Like the only time we actually got to worry about money is when we went out and went to go get something. We went to go get some food, and that's kind of where I got a little mad, because when the places that we kind of go to are like tourist traps in a way, so all the food is expensive. Like you'd get like a very small plate for like $20, and then it actually got so bad that we actually had to cook our own meals. We got to, and I'll get into that a little bit later on. But at that time, yeah, that's what we ended up having to do. So my problem with it was that when we were getting these really nice rooms and stuff like that, we would only stay there for about like a night or 2, or maybe sometimes 3 days. It really depends. And it was really nice because, well, actually, it wasn't nice, because what wasn't nice was that we would always arrive to the check-in times super late, and we would have to. I say that there's times where if you check in, they don't allow you to get in. That's not entirely true. Some places actually charge you for checking into the hotel early or late. And the fee in itself is, I don't remember how much it was, but it was, you know, and this is just checking into the thing. And it wasn't that expensive because if I remember correctly, if you wanted to check into a hotel room, there was this one place that we stayed in Utah, and we got there actually early, and we were like, oh, we want to check in, and the people who were sitting at the registration desk, they're like, oh, it's a little too early to check in right now. The check-in starts at 2:30, but if you want to, we can check you in, but you're gonna have to pay $50. And I'm like, what? I know we're not paying for it, but $50. Like, I'm looking at the time, and it's like, it's 1:45. Can't you let this slide? And they're like, no, I'm sorry, we can't. It's policy or whatever. And then, but in the end, I was like, I'll just wait in the car. I'll wait in the van. But yeah, that's what they charge sometimes. If you check in early or if you check in late, they would charge you between $25 to $50. That's just how some hotel businesses are. And that in itself, that's not nothing compared to what the fees you would get for checking out. When you're leaving the hotel, you have to check out and give them like the room keys and everything like that, right? And they give you a specific time to check out. A lot of the times, the checkout time is 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that, right? It'd be something kind of reasonable, right? But the problem is that every time we come back from the 9 a.m., hell no, we would not be able to leave. No, but a lot of the times when we have this thing, we would a lot of the times is when we get back from the hotel room, or we would go to the hotel room. This is after a long night of doing a show, and I for one don't drink, so I don't feel any of the effect. I feel tired, I can sleep, but the people that I'm with, they drink while they're on stage, and some of them, they don't just drink like one beer and then that's it for the whole show. Some of them go through like an entire case for like a 40-minute session and proceed to go to a bar afterwards when we're done. And a lot of the times when we're done with the show, yeah, exactly. What do you mean exactly what? A whole case, yeah. It would be like a whole, yeah. It would be a whole case. Yeah, the people who I played with, some of them were drunks. Honestly, they would always come up to the set all drunk and stuff like that, and then go to a bar afterwards. And but that's kind of how it was. And I know for me, me and my sister does drink and stuff, but she's not an alcoholic anymore because we kind of talked about it. But she kind of regulates herself. She doesn't drink on stage, but she'll only drink after stage. But she understands the responsibility of, okay, I'm going to have one drink and then that's it, because tomorrow we're going to have to do all this stuff more and I can't be hungover. But not everyone has that mentality. Drinking on stage is weird. I've never done it. I've drank water, but I've never, again, I have not drank alcohol since 2018. I've not drank alcohol since 2018, so I've gone clean for a long time actually. But that's just kind of how the mentality is, really. But a lot of the times when we were doing on the nights where we have to sleep and then check out at 10:30, it was really bad because we needed to, the night before, we're done with the show, and then we have the option. We could either stay, like enjoy the rest of the festival, listen to the other bands playing, or we could just leave. It was one of the two. There was no signing or anything like that. I mean, we're not a big band. It's a festival for local bands and a few known bands kind of thing. And that's just kind of how it is. And a lot of the time is when we're done, I normally don't stay for the thing. I just head back to the hotel room, or me and my sister and some other people would go to get some food because we're hungry. And we wouldn't always go to a bar, but like I remember when I had to go out. I'm back. What did I miss? Oh my God, Bowser. You're about to listen to the story of why I was so mad during the tour. But okay, so after like we're done doing we after we're done playing a show, we would normally head out, get some food. We don't always go to a bar and stuff like that, right? But after that, we would immediately, like after we're done with everything, we would get home at around like maybe 1 to 2 o'clock, and from there it would be like, okay, so we only have what if let's say we came back home at like at the hotel, I mean, at about like 1:30. It'd be like, okay, we have about like a good 9 hours before we have to check out, right? We all don't have to shower. We can all just get up, pack our things, leave. You know, something super simple. The problem is that everyone's drunk. And we all have to wake up at around like 9 o'clock because it takes us about an hour to pack all of our equipment into the van, and we didn't do it the night before because everyone's drunk. So you have to pick your poison. You either have to do it like really late at nights, pitch black, with everyone being drunk, or you have to wake up early with hangover and, you know, do it. But they obviously chose the I'm gonna go to sleep and deal with it in the morning type of thing. And it was very annoying because every time we have to leave the hotel room, because we're getting ready to drive off to the next the venue, we had a set schedule set. We gotta wake up at, let's say the checkout time is 10:30. We have to wake up at 9 o'clock, pack our things in the van, head on out of there by at least 11. Because the checkout time is at 10:30. We'll get some food along the way. It's super simple, right? But given that everyone was hungover, they stayed in bed up until like freaking 10 o'clock or 10:15. And I've been up for about an hour packing my own things, and I'm trying to wake up everyone saying, we gotta get up, we gotta leave. we have to leave. Like they're gonna start charging us, because if you don't check out on time, if you don't check out on time before, you know, like the checkout time, they'll pay you. No, they don't pay you. You pay them a fee. And the fee isn't like checking in, because the check-in fee, if you check in early or late, is around $25 to $50. But sometimes the places that we're staying at, they're really nice hotels, and the checkout time price, that if you're late for it, would either cost the same amount of time would either cost an entire you know, whole night stay, which would be about $500 or $600. Or it would be like a $200 charge or something like that. Something crazy. Like, because again, they're really nice, fancy hotels, so they could charge you whatever you want. And it's not like your standard like 4-star like place. This is like legit fancy places that they'll serve like free breakfast to you in the morning kind of places. Free breakfast, free lunch, whatever you want. You paid for it. So they could charge whatever you want. And a lot of the times when we're trying to get out of like the thing, we don't make it past checkout time. We don't make it past checkout time. And see, that would be a problem. Like if it was a problem in general. But the main problem was that every one of us has our own managers to help us manage like money and stuff like that. Because again, the hotels aren't being paid by us. The hotels are being paid by the sponsors, the people who are funding the entire tour, and some of them I would imagine some of them would be okay with, like they'd be like, okay, they're spending this much, we expected that, but some of them are very tight on their money, and if you spend a little too much over the budget, you're in trouble, and you either have to pay what you owe or you're gonna get sued. Because you're under contract in order to do this specific kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if I was under contract, but I know certain ones were under contract. And it was funny because it wasn't funny actually, because given that they charge a relatively about $500 to $600 depending on which hotel you are, we racked up a bill of about $7,000 or $8,000 of checkout time late fees. And in all honesty, it's probably more. That's just late fees in total. That's not including certain other things, because some people, some of the bands use the money to buy other things. They didn't use their own money. I know with us, we only use the money to pay for hotel rooms. That's it. We didn't spend anything else past that. But I know like booze. Yeah, actually, yeah. They actually I wouldn't. They definitely spent a lot of the money on there, but just in checkout time in general, like $8,000 for one band? You're kidding me. And they're like managing over like I don't even know how many bands were there in general, because they're all local bands. There's some bands that they pay themselves to be there. We didn't get paid, but it was crazy because I don't want to say it's crazy. It was very stressful because this was the entire thing. It wasn't under my name or anything like that, but our current manager at that point would actually actively yell at us because we're spending too much time trying to get out of the thing. Like, okay, so I understand the frustration because first of all, let's just say it's just one hotel. Let's say $200. That's a $200 ticket, right? That's a $200 late checkout time. Plus the money spent on gas. Given that this was the summer, the gas price is really high, and we were burning all that gas and stuff like that. We arrived to the checkout thing, or the check-in thing at the other hotel late. That's another $50. Plus people spending the money on things that they weren't supposed to do. That's another I don't even know how much money you would spend on alcohol. And that was just one day. That's just a one day spending thing. So I can understand why, like let's say like one every other day or something like that would have been fine, right? You're expected to not arrive on time, on schedule. But the biggest problem was that it was like that every single time we had to go to another place, is that we had to pay a late fee for checking out, and we had to pay another late fee for checking in at another hotel. And on top of that, people are spending money on things that they're not supposed to be using the money for. And I could see, because the people who get in trouble are the managers, who are supposed to kind of bookkeep all of the finances and stuff like that. Because to the sponsors and everything like that, we're just kind of there. We're there to we're kind of tools for sponsors to make money. And so I don't know how to really explain it. We're not really a part of the system, as if I'm trying to say. And I don't know, the whole thing was very intense because we ended up getting in trouble because the dude who's supposed to be overlooking us got in trouble. He didn't get sued or fined or whatever kind of thing, but we did have to pay a certain amount to the manager for them to go and pay back the money, because it's basically a loan at that point, and an expensive loan at that point, because again, it's basically like a surcharge. It was supposed to be pretty much all expenses paid kind of thing, but in all honesty, I had to at least give them at least $800 something. How much was owed by you guys? A lot. But it was split up into what we had to pay back, right? But it was we had to split up amongst everyone and stuff like that. And I didn't have to pay that much because I was the one who was already free, so I didn't have to pay, my share. But I'm also at fault as well, so I have to pay. How much did I have to pay? I had to pay about like $800 for my share. Who knows what the other people had to pay? All I know is that me and my sister had to pay around basically the same amount of money, but they had to pay a little bit more because they were the ones that were the real problems. Hi, hello, Oscene Sound Studio. You're listening to me complain about how we basically racked up over $8,000 worth of checkout time fees. Yeah, no, I had to pay $800. Oh, how many people were in our band? We had 5 people in our band, so I had to pay 800. My sister had to pay 800, and God knows what the other freaking 3 had to pay. Well, actually, no, did we have to pay more? Well, okay, our band didn't have to pay much, but we still racked up a lot of we still racked up a lot of debt to the sponsors. $4,000 at least. Were you a week late leaving? Okay, so just to sum it up, we went on we went on tour for about 4 months ago, and we had the sponsors pay our hotel rooms, but our band couldn't get up earlier enough to check out of the hotel, which then we had to pay fees for. Which then the sponsors had to pay the fees for the late checkout times. And we kept doing this every single time for the entire month. I didn't get to pay a lot of money because, again, my manager knows that I was the one already out the door. I'm already done. But everyone else was just drunk, or not drunk. They were hanged over. That's what it's called. They're hungover, couldn't get up. And there were the main reasons why we kept getting out late and checking into the next hotel late. But the other bands, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I've heard that other bands had to pay back around like $2,000 to $3,000 per person because of how much they've racked up in basically debts. Because again, you can't go over budget. You can go over budget when it comes. Well, actually, no, you can't go over budget when it comes to sponsors, because if you're being sponsored, if you're being sponsored, they give you more than what you asked for, because they're like, obviously there's going to be some problems. Here's more wiggle room for you to, experience. But we blew way over the budget. They blew over the budget, and it's kind of understandable that they're mad about it, because first of all, especially if you aren't making any income for the tour, yeah, it is insane, because it's supposed to be a pretty much paid free thing. Sponsors are paying for the rooms. Sometimes we get the food paid for us, kind of thing. And hypothetically, we didn't have to spend a dime, but given that everyone was not on their best behavior, I was basically dying the entire time. It wasn't the best of times, because we just didn't have. I don't know. There's a lot of. Oh my God, you're making me think of more stories that happened on the tour. I don't know how much of this you want me to keep rambling about, because again, this month-long tour. This month-long tour brought out so many stories that I have not been able to tell within 4 months after it's done. Again, because I have not been able to stream content because I didn't have the assets to stream. And it's great because, okay, hold on. How much more do you want me to keep rambling about? Because I know I'm supposed to be playing Ori, but how much more do you want me to talk about the tour in general? Because I can keep going. I'm just imagining some death metal band playing to huge McDonald's logo banner behind that. We weren't. What was the sponsor that we got? We didn't get any brand deals like that. It was more of like, how would you say? It was more of like we got sponsored by like Yamaha and I don't think we got sponsored by Gibson, but Yamaha, Ibanez, basically a lot of the music related kind of stuff. Because again, it was a charity. It was basically a charity festival or tour. I mean, it was a charity tour for Ukraine. So I don't know what sponsors kind of get out of it. Yeah. See, that's what I don't understand. I don't know what the sponsors are actually getting out of the deal because they are put. It's supposed to be a charity thing, right? Maybe they make money off of it, but I don't know. Actually, I think they get a percentage of it because I think they actually get a percentage off of it because if I remember correctly, exposure. Yeah, I think it would be exposure as well because if I remember correctly, when you go to like when you donate to charity or you donate to any kind, like for example, okay, let me start over. So for the fundraiser for Ukraine, I don't know who started it. All I know is that my sister had connections for us to kind of get put into that, that thing. So they get advisory and they are helping the charity. Yeah, pretty much. Tax benefits for donating / charity expenses, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because every time we got to play at a venue, and it wasn't really a venue, a lot of the places that we actually played at were like public parks and stuff like that. Because it was a lot of the places that we got to play in was a community setting, and the community setting was pretty nice because we got to play in like the city hall, or not the city hall, the town square of a lot of places, or like a really big park. And from there they I think they would hire, or they would give out exposure to like certain vendors, like, or freelance artists or something like that. Because I remember whenever we got to go, like for example when we went to what is it called, there's a place in Utah called something park, West Park. I don't remember what it was called. It was something like that. And I remember when we got to when we got to play there, we got the stage, all the community got to come together, restaurants and stuff like that rented out like little food truck stuff. Not just food trucks, but there was a lot of food trucks lined out along the side of the parking lot. There was artists, vendors, kind of like on the side as well. I remember I bought some really good bread from like a local baker who's like an independent business and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure the people who were kind of making this thing, they were making a, what is it called? I think whatever the vendors sold, like if you were to sell something there, you had to give a percentage of what you sent to the sponsors, who would then take a percentage of that entire cut, keep that, and then donate the rest to the charity. What kind of music does your band play? Linkin Park. For this one, we played bluegrass music. It was a very folk heavy bluegrass, old people, family friendly content that everyone got to play. I am a part of a metal band and a cover band. Well, actually, not anymore, because I started doing my own stuff at this point. And again, given that it was a charity thing, we had to play. Bluegrass was kind of the go-to thing, because the areas that we were kind of going to wasn't exactly like cities. It was more of like a small community full of conservative consumers, who happened to like either country music or some sort of bluegrass kind of thing. And that's kind of the thing that we specialized in, because I mean, as much as I would love to play like death metal or something in front of like a mother and her like 4-year-old, I don't think we would have made any. I don't think that they would have made any money, or we would even get accepted into kind of that thing. Again, I'm very fortunate enough to have my sister be so good at kind of putting herself out there for music, because for me, I started off playing as a cover band, right? And then from the cover band, I kind of went off solo, and I got to play at places called, like Railhead, or I got to play at a bar or something like that. Something that would have live entertainment. This is before Corona, and you got paid for playing a couple of songs and stuff like that. Hey, and you get exposure. But my sister, on the other hand, she, after I left the cover band, she ended up taking some members of the cover band, and she ended up making her own like metal band for itself. And from there, she kind of got a little bit popular. I don't want to say popular, but she ended up building like connections and stuff like that to people around us. I on one hand I did play metal, but I kind of started going out of my zone and started playing like country music. No, I don't play country music. I play I play a lot of the harmonica with guitar. That's what I play. And a lot of it was like very vocal heavy, very guitar storytelling kind of stuff. Something that, again, family friendly thing. It's not that bad. And my sister has the connections, not just in the metal community, but like in a lot of like recording aspects of a lot of stuff. And somehow she was able to kind of get the connection for us to kind of expose ourselves to a broader audience based off of my knowledge of playing folk music and our experience of playing together. Because at this time, I mean, even now, I didn't even get even exposure for it, in all honesty. It was originally supposed to be for exposure, but it really didn't give us anything, in all honesty. Because you, at the end of like the session, you can't be like, oh, make sure to follow us at this kind of thing or whatever. Kind of like it doesn't set the mood right. It doesn't set it right. So the only people who got to follow us were the other musicians who we talked to. Not really anyone else kind of like looked at us. So I mean, again, that's just. I don't care too much about that because, again, I got so many experiences and stories to tell that it kind of just, it kind of outweighs the whole kind of thing. But it was pretty fun. It was really fun. But going back to the thing, I'm very fortunate to have my sister have those connections, because if she didn't know the people who helped organize this entire thing, I would have not even known about it, honestly, nor would I even would even be able to partake into this whole thing as well. which is pretty fun, I guess. It's fun. But oh man, I forgot what I was going in at the story. I keep talking, but like, in all honesty, it's just like it's weird. I just keep talking. That's all I really know. There's a lot of stories that I can tell you from from what happened from what's the next weirdest one. I know I've told some people about this, but we ended up hitting a moose with an entire raft. That's one of them. We had a very crazy bus driver who drifted the bus. It's what else was there? Poor moose. No, it's fine. It's fine. He survived, I think. No, he did. No, it definitely survived. It definitely survived. Don't worry. I think I'll save those stories for another time, though, because as much as I would love to talk about those stories, I think. Listen, it was an inflatable raft. We ran him over. He got back up. It's fine. He's fine. It takes a lot to hurt a moose. I think I have a video of it too. Oh, I want to talk about. I really want to talk about that story. What is Ori holding you with? Wait, huh? What do you mean? Wait, how long have you been here? Ari. Mooses are made out of Adam. They're made out of Adam. Oh, you just got. Oh my god, Ari, you missed so many stories. Oh my god, Ari, I'm so sorry. You missed a lot of stories. I've been streaming for about 3 hours already, and I cannot believe it. Did I miss the one about Ori is holding your pumpkin with? Wait, what is Ori holding? Hold on. I gotta disable my performance mode. Oh god, I see what you're talking about. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, all right. Oh my god. It's the classic case of you had to be there. Again, I don't know how long I don't know how long you guys want me to talk about the tour stuff, because there's a lot of stories that I can tell you that happened. Those are just the two that I can think off the top of my head. Talk about your whole life. Oh, that's depressing now. Jesus, what was another thing that we did that was really crazy? We got to witness a full Karen mode, but that was justified. That was entirely justified. Eat. No. Wait, is that word banned? Ari. By the way, Ari, I forgot to ask. How do you feel about playing Valheim? Because I was talking with David, and oh, okay, that's it. Okay, that's a no. I still don't know what did I hear about? Oh my god, I don't know what game you want to play, Ari. I was telling everyone that maybe I think next. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Oh wait. You want to play? Oh, you want to play a horror game with the? Okay. That's fine. I thought you're telling me to play a horror game by myself. Phasmophobia. We can play. I'll let you. I'll have you know. Actually, I've never once seen a clip of Phasmophobia. No, I don't want to do it in VR. I was gonna say I've never seen a clip of Phasmo, or I've never seen it or looked into it. Honestly, I don't even know what the jump scares look like or when you get jump scared. I don't even know how to play the game. I know it exists, but I never actually looked into it. Actually, if you want to, we can play Phasmo. Just look for ghosts. We can definitely. I don't know how to pronounce it. Flaz. I hope you realize. I hope you realize I'm gonna do this to you on purpose. Phasmo. Freddy Fazbear. The bite of 97. Oh wait, is it 97 or 87? I don't. No, she's leaving Among Us. No, but I was asking everyone. Oh jeez, I forgot. This is what happened. I was asking everyone what game I should play of. I don't think I can go there. But I was asking them what game I should play. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Okay, no, I am supposed to be here. And someone said Skyrim. I might buy Skyrim next week because that's when I get paid. Someone said Skyrim. David said Valheim. You said Phasmophobia. Flas. Pants grab. We could definitely play that. You've never played Skyrim? No, I've never played Skyrim. I've actually never seen any clips of Skyrim as well. Oops. Wait, how am I? Hold on, I need to figure out how to fight. I don't know how to fight. Yeah, but I've never played Skyrim before. I know that's weird, but I've never seen any clips besides Oblivion, of course. What the hell? Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go here, but how am I supposed to get through there? So I might play that game. I don't know. I'm trying to find new games to play because as much as I love playing Ori, son of a as much as I love playing Ori, I know that not everyone will enjoy it. I kind of want to play a game where like you can I don't know. It depends. It depends. I don't know. The reason why I'm playing Ori is because I know it's a game that I can absolutely just... Jesus, I don't know how I'm supposed to get through that. I play Ori because I don't know if people are interested in hearing my stories. Because I normally try to play a game where I can actually speak. How am I supposed to do this? I normally play a game where I learn... I try to figure out how to... Son of a... How do I swear to God, there's a way to attack. Why am I glowing? Again, I don't know. I don't know if people want to see me play a game or they want to hear me talk about certain stories. Because I don't mind either. Jesus, how am I gonna get past this? Okay, that's not gonna help either. Both? Because I could definitely play... I could play anything, honestly. But I hope... Like, literally, like you saw before, just not even that long ago, when I started talking about the tour, Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Literally, I paused the game just to talk for, like, the next hour or so. Oh, come on, what? I don't know how I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get past that. Unless there's a way I can get past this without... I'm pressing every button. Is there a way to... I don't think... I can only do this. I don't know how to... Can you dash swim like you did in the sand? See, that's what I'm trying... I swear to God, I could. But I don't see any... Oh, wait, when did I have this? I swear I could have, but I didn't know how to... Is there a... Hold on. Oh, no, I do not want to go there. I swear to God, there's something here. No. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to get past there. I think I'm supposed to go through here, but I don't know how to get through that. I'll probably figure it out. Plasma. I'm dumb. Oh my God. Am I supposed to... Wait, I'm not supposed to... Wait, huh? I don't know. What time is it? Alright. It's around that time. I think what I'm gonna do for now... I could probably leave... This is a nice looking place to end off. I'll probably... I don't know. Next time I'll probably do something. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. But I think right now is a good time to end for now. I didn't mean to stream for 3 hours when it's supposed to be an hour. But I think around now is a good time to end the stream. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Next time I'll tell you guys more stories about the. Next time I'm gonna tell you guys the story of our tour driver who loves to drift the bus, and the time that we ended up hitting a moose on one of in the Wyoming River. Also, how I almost fell. Not me, but no, it's not just me. How we almost fell off an entire drop off when we went to go see the Moab in Utah. Not the Moab. There's a famous arch in Utah that we went to go see, but we went on a day that was really windy, and we almost just yeeted ourselves off the edge. So I'll tell I'll tell you about that story, and I have pictures too in case you guys want to see it. In case you want to see because we took a lot of pictures, none of us are in it because I like taking scenery pictures. But anyway, that's hold on. I didn't mean to pause it. That's gonna do for today. So, Ari, if you're still listening, well, we can talk about Plasmo, and we can probably invite some new people as well, other people as well that want to play with us, if you want to. And if you don't mind me screaming, because I definitely scream a lot. Wow! I'll help with the email. Alright, Darren. I'll see you guys. Oh, we're gonna stream. I forgot to mention one more thing. I'm not streaming for tomorrow and what's tomorrow? Tomorrow and Saturday. That's what it is. But I will be streaming again on Sunday. Well, we'll go back to our regular schedule of streaming on Sunday, Monday. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna see if I could try streaming on Fridays. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But next stream, we're gonna be doing an art stream. Well, it's actually gonna be a just chatting stream too. But you're gonna see me draw. So, unless I do a collaboration with someone, who knows? But anyway. I shall see you guys later. Probably, most likely in the Chibi chat. Wait, before I end it.